Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you all have had a lovely roast or whatever you enjoy on this lovely sunny, well, it's sunnyish, isn't it? A sunny afternoon as well. And I hope you all enjoyed the start of the football season as well. I've got to say, doesn't it just feel nice to be watching Premier League and all that kind of jazz again? It's absolutely great stuff. It really is, isn't it? Anyway, let's get on with the Formula One then, shall we? And of course, this is Azerbaijan. This is round four. This is one of the toughest tracks on the calendar, apart from Monaco. I would hazard a guess then, but this is the second longest track on the calendar as well. 6 kilometers long. This one is 3.7 miles. Leclerc from 2019 is the lap record holder, which is on the last time we've actually raced around here in Formula One. Then, but let's take a look at the ALR's record around here. And I must say, there's only when you look at the history of this circuit from ALR's goal perspective, there's only one man that is on the history books. That is Emerson. He's won 3 of the 4 races he's participated in, 3 of the 5 races overall that we've raced here. So that's a pretty incredible rate. Then the only two people that the only person not to the only other 2 people that have won this Grand Prix event was Jochen, which is his last Grand Prix win, if I'm not very much mistaken, in ALR, and also Eat the Cookie as well, who of course stormed in, didn't he? I think this is David Grand Prix as well. Eat the Cookie was in round 20 of that season, or 21. I think it was 21 actually, wasn't it? As we was on a random calendar that year. But yes, so Emerson very much will be hoping to open his account this season as well, as he hasn't won a Grand Prix yet, as he's the double world champion. So he's really got to nip that in the bud, doesn't he? He is leading the championship though. We'll go through that in just a jiffy. Just going on with the lap record around here. Gurman has set the lap record from last season of a 40.120. All-time lap record, I think, is actually set by Milan, if I'm not very much mistaken. Indeed, this is a 37.264 from qualifying 3 last season, and that was the pole position time, if I'm not very much mistaken. I am very much mistaken there, because I've just got across, and actually the all-time lap record around here is actually set by season 3 pole sitter Eat the Cookie, who's 2/10 of a second quicker than Milan was. So that's pretty impressive statement, actually, isn't it, there from Eat the Cookie. Then really impressive stuff indeed. Then we've got 20 cars on the grid. Then it's going to be tackling this street circuit as well. Made his debut on the calendar back in 2016, didn't it, in the real world of Formula One, albeit it wasn't called the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It was called the European Grand Prix for some unknown reason in 2016. The first season didn't exactly live long in the memory, did it? To be fair, all I remember about that one was where Hamilton was not having a very good day and having a bit of a whinge, wasn't he, about some of the radio rules there, where he wasn't being allowed to tow, wasn't being allowed to what you can do and all that kind of stuff. Right then, in the Drivers' Championship, then Emerson leads the World Championship, 45 points. He's 14 points in front of Gurman at the moment. Murphy's had a stellar start to the season, hasn't he? He's also had 3 Driver of the Day awards out of 3, so I think that's taken his overall account up to 11, hasn't he? Oh no, I was reading the wrong column there. Oh dear, hang on, let me get me glasses out. Oh, goodness me. Old age hits you and all that kind of stuff. Yes, this is 11 Driver of the Day awards. That's pretty impressive stuff. He's got the most Driver of the Day awards in all of ALR. Fantastic. Danger Time's from down at position A. He hasn't scored since that opening round victory in Bahrain. So Danger Time's on a bit of a slump at the moment. Tango's brilliant drive in Monaco last week there has moved him up 7 positions. Great stuff. Liam Yale's also broken into the top 10 as well. Gamer dropping down a couple of positions. Total Pease is just outside the top 10 at the moment. He's in 11th position, but he's moved up 5 positions. Nigel's moved up 6 positions after he returned to gold last week in fine style as well. In the boat in the drop zone, we have Lost Souls, Jonathan and William, and also Cowie also hasn't set any points. Hasn't also set a time either. In the constructors standings, Ferrari is leading. Hang on, I'm moving. Oh goodness me. In the constructors standings, Ferrari is leading the constructors, 3 points in front of the McLaren team. Oh goodness me, it feels like old school F1 back in the late 90s. Loving it. Alfa Romeo in 3rd position. 4th is the Red Bull team. They got up 1 position. Mercedes have gone up 3 positions there, and they are joint level on points with the Red Bull team. Down 2 is the Williams. Up 3 is the Haas team. They've gone from the foot of the table to mid-table now. Aston Martin, Alpine, and AlphaTauri all dropping down positions then, unfortunately. Right then, that's my That's my little bit out of the way then. So let's enjoy the race then, shall we? Great to have you all along with me as well for this, which is going to be a very fun ride indeed, isn't it? Before we do continue, actually, I was just on a quick nose about the joint constructors for this season, and I must say I'm pretty, as I'm trying to find the first car on track, which I think is this man here. It's Adam. Hello, Adam. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Of course, making his debut tonight in the Aston Martin, as of course there is no gamer unfortunately here tonight, as Adam then is just coming through the final part of that event and just flying up to the finish line as well. And this is qualifying one then. We'll talk about the qualifying rules in just a jiffy, but going back to my joint constructors, a little fact. Then, of course, so far this season, we've had 3 Grand Prix in terms of the joint constructor set. AlphaTauri has scored the most points in a joint constructor, sitting with 77 points. That's pretty. I love the helmet, by the way. Fantastic. AlphaTauri scored the most points in a whole one event then, with 77 points there, and Williams has got 73 points there. So pretty impressive stuff there, to say the least. There. Currently at the moment, though, it is AlphaTauri leading the way in the joint constructor set. They've got quite a handsome gap over Williams, who is second at the moment there. So great stuff indeed. I noticed that earlier on. I just wanted to share it with you, really, because I thought that was quite fun. I thought that was quite interesting to know, really. We have got so apart from Adam, have we got any other debuts out there? We do have Siege then, who is making his gold debut tonight. I think he made his debut in silver last week, if I'm not very much mistaken. A great drive from Siege last week. Unfortunately, didn't see the checker flag. Lucas Perry, also Percy, I should say, also in the cockpit as well. Good evening there to Lucas as well. Great stuff. And Leo Cat, who basically he was purring, wasn't he, last week in silver? By the way, the puns will get worse there, but luckily I don't think we got Liam yet in the comments tonight much. So the bad puns are only going to come from me then, as he was very much on it like a car bonnet last week in silver, wasn't he? Fantastic. But yeah, Leo Cat, who dominated silver in gold then, so in silver in Monaco. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we could do here tonight as well. Here comes then Adam then, who is now going to start is going to set a first time on the board as he comes up to the line then. And let's see what we can do then. 2 GR zones around this circuit on the start-finish straight, and of course into turn number 2 and 3 as well. Adam has gone faster, but Sloth has gone faster in the Williams car. Of course, now making the super sub again appearance tonight. Sloth is, of course, both Williams drivers have danger times, and William not driving here tonight again then for the Williams team now. So that's a bit unfortunate for the Williams pairing at the moment. So yeah, that's 2 races in a row now. Goodness gracious me. Tango's gone second fast at the moment with Liam, who has put in has not really put in a proper time just yet on the board, but he is the slowest of the timed runners thus far. Yellow flags is floating and out on the circuit then. So this circuit then is I gotta say, I'm quite intimidated by this circuit. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I really ain't. I'm very intimidated by this circuit, especially the final sector. Which a bit of wing damage, and you're going to be into the wall quite heavily as well. Then you just understeer off into the wall, or even a bit of tyre wear as well, which will also put you off in the wall there. So yeah, I don't like the last sector at all. Then I'm absolutely terrified. Of course, also we've got a lot of shade around here, haven't we? Because at Azerbaijan, it's usually a hot country, isn't it? But because we're smack bang right in the middle of Baku, then of course we've got a bit of the modern part of the village. Oh, goodness me, the city, and then, of course we've got the old town, haven't we, as well, where we go through the castle section. Unfortunately, when we talk about Pisa, we cannot talk about Pisa without mentioning that castle section from last season. Unfortunately, German now coming out to line. He is second in the World Championship, 14 points adrift of the championship leader, which is Emerson. And I think that German now, I don't think has reached his best performance yet, has he, in that McLaren now? So I think that Emerson's got to be very concerned about this man, isn't he? Which I love to see, because of course Sloth has just done a second time on the board, and a good 17 that Milan has gone fast, and he's done a 36. He was on pole position last season, wasn't he? He's had 9 pole positions in his career in ALR, Milan has, and he would of course he would love to get that first Grand Prix win, and I think that this season is the season to do it for Milan as well. I feel that he has really stepped up his performance, hasn't he, this season? So good 17, and here is Pieces as well. On board there were Pieces who were going go through the very precarious final sectors. Well, it should be too bad in qualifying trim. In race trim, now it might be slightly more different with wearing of tires and stuff. So just nipped up into, I think it's Leo Cat, who's just gone 6th fastest. No, made that 7th now as Peace is now up in the 4th. Peace had a bit of a difficult start, a bit of a disappointing start to the season, hasn't he? Unfortunately, but hopefully he can nip that in the bud as well. Yellow flags out there. Here's the world champion Emerson. We've also got Los. Oh, goodness me. Right then, we got Tango, evening, how is everyone? Jonathan, evening, good evening, both, hope you're having a lovely time. Serious Russian there, good evening, and Kakarot Goku, evening, hello. Jonathan saying he might need it in terms of luck then as he's had a bit of a difficult start there for Jonathan. He hasn't scored in any of the 3 races thus far. We have got, yes, it is me again, yes, as I took my week off there to have my eyebrows done. They look absolutely fabulous, darling. Becca saying, evening, if Milan doesn't get pole, I won't know, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh my goodness me, so Becca's put all her money, all her chips in on Milan, and of course that's a very safe bet because he's already half a second in front of the rest of the opposition. Sarah's question there, a Milan fan is as he's saying, come on Milan! Great stuff indeed then is Chaz saying, why hello there. Lovely Obi-Wan impression there as Jamie Emright saying, get those likes up then! Yes indeed, and if you like the stream, give a like. If you don't like the stream, give a dislike. Of course, we do love your feedback if there's any reason why I dislike the stream, maybe because it's that annoying ginger guy who's talking again. Then of course, well, unfortunately, oh lovely helmet there from Emerson. If I is that annoying ginger, just let me know. We've got Lost Souls who's gone 7th fastest then in the AlphaTauri. Of course, AlphaTauri, oh goodness me, he's on a kiss with the uncle there. Liam, yeah, he's done a time, but he's still the slowest runner so far. Jonathan, it looks like he's just on a cool down lap at the moment, and he's going to have to go for another bite of cherry. Troy caught in Monaco. I felt so sorry for Troy, but I've hats off to Troy though, because he was on a miserable Grand Prix in Monaco, and when you have no safety cars either in Monaco, which seems to have been the case. Oh no! And we got our first victims. Oh my goodness me, Dynamo Dan is pointing the wrong way. And that is it then. And we've also got Alpine then of Mr. Elite also initiative as well. But Dynamo Dan is the outer qualified last 2 qualified. Liam's got as well. And it's both at the castle section. Oh my gosh there. And yes, Liam is off the circuit as well. And it's Emerson there just coming for it. We have had Dynamo Dan go off just at the exit of the castle section. We've had then we've got Liam who's gone off at the castle section. There's a wheel on the circuit. Oh my word. And well, that's a very smashing start, isn't it, there to today's proceedings. Troy, whilst I was waffling on then, has gone 5th fast as well. Jonathan there, who looks like he's in low fuel there, so he's going to have to come back in, top that Aston Martin back up then before coming back out onto the circuit. So we'll leave him to it then. Nigel then, who was on holiday for the first couple of events then, and it's great to have Nigel back in the car then. Of course, he did well in Monaco anyway. Of course, the traditional black, yellow and green colours out there. Synonymous, isn't it, to the first ever world champion for ALR, which is Nigel, of course. And he was the, of course, he was, I think he was, you could say he's the second true talent of ALR, isn't he, really? Of course, I think Jochen, when he first stepped into ALR in the first couple of races, he was definitely the man to beat there. But then I think that Jochen was very much wobbled, wasn't he, by this man here, Nigel. And the rest, as they say, is history there. Nigel, who didn't take part in the first 6 races of that first season, went on to win the World Championship with a race to spare. He won in Abu Dhabi, and of course he really enjoyed himself, didn't he? Of course, remember, Jonathan Cox was the first driver in ALR to actually beat this man in a straight fight on a circuit, and oh goodness me, that wheel was still there. So obviously the Baku officials are not too concerned by that, are they? As they're just quite chilled to see that wheel there, aren't they? Nigel there coming into the pesky turn 15 as well. And a new PlayStation now for Tango, so points then. Indeed, of course, Tango's had the most unluckiest of lucks, hasn't he? As his PlayStation's just not wanted to play, has it? But hopefully that PlayStation is now going to be very much fine and dandy. Bradfield then, a silver driver. Evening, Sean. Good evening, Bradfield. Good luck, McLaren. Evening, Sean there from Wilson as well. Hello, everyone. You're very kind tonight, aren't you? I'm loving it. I hope it sounds like everyone's had a great weekend, probably because the Premier League's back. Nigel is in ninth fast at the moment. Yellow flags is fluttering again. Then, of course, we didn't have Bert Mylander was on leave last week because he seems to he was AWOL, absolutely without leave, and he just didn't seem to want to come out the pits, did he? Maybe he was just as intimidated as the rest of us about Monaco. So safety cars weren't really a factor last week, and there should have been a lot of safety cars in Monaco, but there wasn't. We only had a few virtual safety cars as well, which was very unusual, wasn't it? Which is the complete opposite now, because I remember after the first couple of races in gold, silver, bronze, and cobalt, that there was too many safety cars. And in Monaco, we needed safety cars, and there wasn't any. Mr. Lee goes 11 fast at the moment. He had a points finish in Monaco as well, just over a week ago. So that's great. 17. I've just smashed my phone completely across the floor. Oh no! Hang on a minute. I've got to reach. Got it. We have got Carboy on the left at the moment. We've also got Lucas. Love the helmet there, by the way, from Lucas Percy. Fantastic stuff indeed. That. And I do enjoy a good. Oh goodness me, that car! I think it's handling like a shopping trolley there. And Percy is facing the wrong way. He has also damaged the car as well. The Alfa Romeo team. Then, of course, I think Percy was a late addition to the grid tonight. Then with Pillars, unfortunately, unable to race there. But Percy has damaged the car. He's going to have to come back in the pits. We haven't got long in this session. He needs to get motoring, doesn't he? We're going to leave him to it for a minute because Carboy is on a lap at the moment. Camera Racer, evening all racers. Hello, as well, Ayrton saying hello all. Good evening, Ayrton. Camera Racer saying evening. As Brooks says, I'm Lucas's engineer tonight. He isn't mine then. Oh goodness me, that. As Percy saying, then Brooks is in my ear now. And might be the reason why Percy just spun there. So it might have been the reason why Percy spun there. So Brooks, he might have been chatting to him at the wrong time now. However, I highly doubt that was the case. I think that Percy might have just been shown with tire warmer, perhaps then. In that Alfa Romeo, but he's only got 4 minutes to right the wrongs of right there. Liam is in the comments as well, as he has just got upset. Geez, where's Milan dragged that from? And that's a very impressive time, isn't it? Milan there has done a slam dunk and just called it a day. A 36.9 in the moment, of course, that would be the all-time. That's already broke the all-time lap record around here in ALR, so fantastic. It was a 27-0 by Cookie back in season 3. Magnificent stuff indeed there. And Percy's back into the pits while Jonathan there wrestling with the car then. Chazza then, who is in the second Alfa Romeo then. Car 27 then, of course, that is a famous 27 there, isn't it? Which was for Ferrari, wasn't it? Of course, when the great Gilles Villeneuve was driving for Ferrari, had the famous 27 as well. And absolutely incredible, some of the images you see from Gilles Villeneuve in his racing career is absolutely mega, wasn't it there? Gilles Villeneuve doesn't have many... Grand Prix wins. I think he only has 6, don't he? If I'm not very much mistaken. Oh, Jonathan's lost his nose cone now. Oh, sorry, his wing section now, and that's not good. He's got 3 minutes for the Aston Martin. For the Aston Martins to sort that out and get back out there. Oh my golly gosh said. That's not good at all, is it, there for Jonathan? So he's going to have to come back in the pits. A lovely helmet design there for Jonathan, but I don't think he's going to be concerned about his helmet design at the moment. We've lost 3 cars in this qualified session already. Murphy's out, Liam Yez out, and Dynamo Dad are unfortunately all out to qualified. But German's retired from the session. And can Jonathan turn this around? Remember, my sync might be a little out of sync then. Sorry, my time might be a little out of sync as that normally... As it normally is, isn't it, really? So Chaz, Jonathan, Percy and Siege all aren't set times just yet then. And at the moment, there's only 13 drivers participating in qualifying 2 at the moment. And I've just been tagged saying, wake up, Sean. Oh, goodness me. I am awake, I think. Oh, my word. Oh, that was from like, oh, goodness me, that was from like half an hour ago. Whoops. There you go. That just shows if there's any reason why I never respond on Discord, I don't really see the notifications until later on, then by the time the event's passed. 2 minutes to go in this qualifying session, if I'm not very much mistaken. We have got Bradfield's been practicing today, and I wonder which corner he will crash at tomorrow from Wilson as well. That is, I gotta say, I must say, I think that Bradfield's been very lucky this season, hasn't he? But of course, we'll talk more about Bradfield tomorrow, and Wilson, and all the other silver drivers as well. Then, as of course said last week, silver was absolutely dominated by Leo Cat, wasn't he? We was driving the Williams here tonight. Tango's retired from the session then, but he is he's safe and sound in the garage. It's great to see Tango actually on. It's great to see Tango, and hopefully he's got that new PlayStation up and running as well. The thing, and I got to say, hats off to Knowlesy then, because Knowlesy was the gold admin at the time when we got Tango in. I think it was Farfan Knowlesy, wasn't it, really? A joint decision there, but hats off to them because I've got to say then, Tango being forced in and out then, they kept faith, didn't they, really? And I think hats off to Tango as well for just keeping the faith as well. Because if that kept happening to me, I would have just been raging. Lost Souls has just gone at 7 fastest then in the Alpha Tari. We're watching his teammate Cartboy, who's done 2 laps on these soft compound tyres as well. Theo has said, evening, Sean. Hello, Theo. We've also got Liam's in. Anyway, now I've got time for those cat puns as well. Oh, goodness me. So, yes, Leo is back in the comments with the cat puns, which I got to say, he out-punned me last week, which I got to say I was quite ashamed of him, because I would like to think that's one of my top traits then. Well, not really, they're just awful puns, aren't they? To be fair, Leo's puns was absolutely spot on. I loved them. So I'm hopefully get more of the same later on in qualifying. So, of course, talking of here is Cat as well, who's out on circuit. Cartboy's just gone 10 fast, and he's found 3/10 of a second somewhere. Just watching the Williams car of Leo Cat as well. The Williams this season, they seem to be having a bit of musical chairs in that team, don't they? With William only participating in 1 Grand Prix, I think, as far as I know so far, which is the Spanish Grand Prix. He hasn't raced in any other Grand Prix thus far. William hasn't. So hopefully they can get a stable grid to get a stable lineup sooner rather than later. That is their official lineup, isn't it? Of William and Danger Times, but unfortunately, Danger Times started off so well. It's not had a very good season since barring Leo Cat has just brushed the arm curl there. Turn at 15. Let me catch up with the comments, because I'm not doing a very good job at all tonight. Brooksy, it's not the engineer's fault, it's the driver's fault. Yep, I gotta say, yes, it's the engineer is not driving the car, it was Percy himself, wasn't it? So there we are. Of course, that is very much. We've got Siege who's invalidated his time. Has he got enough time to get around then? I don't think he has. Here comes Percy now, who's starting a time. We've also got Chazza, who's finished off a time as well. Both Alpha Romeo said very much on the cusp here of being knocked out of qualifying, and going up to the line as well. I've already seen a pun from Liam. Now here comes Percy coming across the line. He goes 8 fast as the checker flag is fluttering in the air, fluttering in the breeze, and yes, so Percy is through into qualifying too. Lovely stuff indeed then. So what about Chazza? Can Chazza get through to qualifying too as well? There's a Alpha Tari in the background. I think it's Cartboy. What about Chazza? Chazza jumps right up to 6th position as well, and these times are pretty incredible. Here comes Siege then. I think Siege invalidated his time, so Siege will not be able to Siege today, unfortunately, as he is out of qualifying, down in 18th position. He's going to be starting the Grand Prix. Jonathan there, who's just coming out of the final turn 16 then. Of course, there's 20 turns on this circuit. However, a lot of these kinks and don't really matter too much in qualifying. They do matter in the race. So as Jonathan's teammate Adam has gone over to 11 fastest. Jonathan just makes it through by the skin of his nose cone at the moment. But there's Mr. Elite, who's 2/10 a second up then. Leo Cat is about, where is Leo Cat in the second intermediate split time is coming up now then. What is he doing then in the second time? It is a 6/10 a second there from Leo Cat, and both Alpine cars. No then, that's a Williams. There's a Williams and the other Alpine. There's too many blue cars this season, isn't there? And Mr. Elite then, as he is on the cusp, he's currently through at the moment, but he is improving, comes over the line, and where as Mr. Elite goes, he's in 14th position. Jonathan could be staring down the barrel here. He might be out to qualify, unfortunately. Jonathan is there. And what about Leo Cat then? And he's gone into 11 fastest. As I'm going to read out Liam's pun now. I don't think I'll reply though. Cat's got his tongue then. Yes, indeed. So Leo is through into qualifying too. And yes, that is magnificent. A shame then was we have lost Siege and Jonathan. Jonathan will be 16th on the grid then for the Grand Prix coming up later on in tonight's event then. So that is a big blow indeed there for Jonathan, isn't it? Of course, a former 2-time Grand Prix winner. So I'm going to read this comment out because it's a very unusual that I'm writing about anything. But Wilson said, "You're right, Sean. We will talk about Bradfield more tomorrow when he loses a wheel on lap 1." Laugh out loud. Bradfield saying first to last. Last to first. even so, there from Bradfield. As Sergio said, you were right the first time. Tiger saying, yeah, at least it will be my info for a bad race from now on then. Liam also saying then that he will have to have a catnap after this. Gonna be a long race indeed then, if you forget that. And then Sergio saying if you forget the first bit there. I'm a little behind on the comments there, aren't I? Right then, we finished qualifying one then. Milan then, who did a one and done really there, and I must say he is looking quite in peerless form at the moment, isn't he? In qualifying one, he is the fastest driver from that session. 5/10 a second in front of Gurman, Pease, and Emerson there. Impressive stuff to say at least. Out of qualifying, Murphy's going 20th on the grid there, going for 4 Driver of the Day awards in a row, which I think is the most in history. Siege is out of qualifying, down in 19th position there. Liam is 18th, 17th for Donovan Dan. Jonathan in 16th position then, as we move on to qualifying 2 then for tonight's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. As Bradfield saying, I'll get the last of 13th, mate. It doesn't matter what track I race on. I'm not very good on all of them. Well, I think that's a load of rubbish there, Bradfield. I know you're a very quick customer, especially some of the last races as well. I think that Bradfield though does struggle, doesn't he? Where he has a great qualifying or a disappointing race, or a disappointed qualifying and a fantastic race. So which is usually what I remember from Bradfield. Is he has absolutely fantastic. I think he's one of the best qualifiers in all the silver, in my humble opinion. As out of the pits now comes Tango then, as of course, so it's great to see Tango now. He's got a new place as well, so hats off to him. Good stuff indeed then. Quickly carrying on with the comments there before we get going then. Search Mushroom, he's thinking of the perfect answer then. Liam saying he's a whisker away from a 37 now. Keep your puns coming in, everyone. It actually makes my day. I love them. We've also got Tango saying these catastrophic jokes. I know I've done it already, but who cares? I love it. I love it. Jonathan saying just can't catch a break with this game at the moment. Jonathan disappointingly down in 16th position. At least you can't end up in the kitty litter here. Murray Walker used to call the gravel trap the kitty litter, didn't he, as well? Which I found quite funny, especially. I think it was on the old Formula 1 games as well. Was it Formula 1 99? Or yeah, it's Formula 1 99. I heard that quite a lot of the Formula 1 99. Unfortunately, as I kept spinning it. But there we go. Unfortunately, there I used to be in the kitty litter quite a lot on the old games then. And on this game as well, to be honest, there I must say I've been off the track more than on it in this game then. But I gotta say, I'm starting to like this game more and more then as the more I drive it. It's really rewarding, isn't it? Now also I'm quite enjoying this season as well. And I love the first opening couple of races on the new game of ALR because not everyone's in tune their car setup. You see in the second season there, and second season of both our seasons in ALR, so season 3 and season 5, we have seen there that we've seen that the drivers to win the second season of that game have really gone on to have had a much more impressive second season. Remember, Grant, I think he had 17 podiums, didn't he, in his World Championship winning season of season 3 in that Williams. And then of course Emerson had 21 out of 22 podiums in season 5 as well, if you get the cut of my jib. So that's why I really like the first. I really enjoyed the first seasons of ALR. However, season 7 is going to be completely different. Of course, we have 20 Grand Prix this season. Next season, I spy my little eye. Leo Catler has just gone off in turn 2 there. I don't think he's on a quick lap though, so luckily he's okay. Next season, now, we are expecting at least 25 Grand Prix, including Imola, Portimao, and Saudi Arabia. So in ALR's world, those are 3 completely new tracks. And of course, Formula 1 has visited Imola before. Back in 2006 was the last time Imola was on a game, wasn't it? But of course, there's a new configuration as well. They've removed the old chicane, haven't they? For Imola, and of course Portimao, the last Portuguese Grand Prix on a Formula 1 game was F1 97 there, which was actually Estoril, not Portimao. So, and I quite liked Estoril actually, especially that chicane there. I think Hakkinen and Coulthard crashed there in 96, unfortunately, which was a shame. Of course, Estoril was meant to be on the Formula 1 calendar in 97, but it was dropped off, wasn't it, due to safety concerns. Excuse me. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh my word. So Portimao is going to be the first ever race on for ALR, and of course Saudi Arabia is we've never raced at Saudi Arabia before, so that's a completely new circuit as well. So looking forward to that one. As Slothfares broke right before the line there. He's done a 40 there, which I expect there's going to be a lot of sandbags there in that Williams, as Percy there has gone faster and Milan has gone faster on a 37 recurring then. So at the moment it's a Haas 1-2 then. Tanga goes second fastest, about 8 tenths of a second away from his teammate Tanga. So that just shows how incredible Milan is around here at the moment. Fantastic stuff indeed there from Milan. We already know how great he is and willing that pace, don't we? Here comes Adam! Oh no! And Adam is now in the barrier at the castle section there, and I'm not sure if he's damaged the car or whatnot. I think he has, and surely these wings are quite fragile, a bit like me at the moment. So that's a bit unfortunate there for Adam. Hopefully he can get himself hopefully he can come back in the pitch, change that wing and come back. As we got German then, who is now just coming into the castle section one. He's second in the world championship one. German is. Love the helmet design, by the way. Love the black and silver there. A very much old school McLaren helmet, isn't it? Going back to next season as well, and of course we are expecting a classic track or two as well. I don't think China's going to be one of our classic tracks. We're still waiting to find out what that classic track will be. I think that if you I think at Knowles said it's probably going to be Germany, which I got to say is probably right actually, which I'll be disappointed by. I'd love to see the Nürburgring. Yes, I know it's technically the German track as well, but I would love to see the Nürburgring back on the Formula 1 game. It's quite nice indeed. And maybe Turkey would be nice as well, but I think that it's probably going to be it's going to be either the it's going to be even the Nürburgring or Hockenheim. Maybe Malaysia would be quite cool to be back on the F1 can as well. Of course, Malaysia hasn't been on the Formula 1 game since 2017, which was about a couple of months before ALR established itself as a league. So unfortunately, we never got to race there. We got German, who's gone at fifth fast, so on a 41 there. Of course, if you're wondering why these times are slow at the moment, that is because the drivers are sandbagging at the moment, because some drivers will want to start the race on those medium compound tyres. And here comes Leo Cat, who's third fastest at the moment in the Williams car. Good stuff indeed there for Leo Cat. There's no sandbagging there from William. Sorry, from Leo Cat. Goodness me, I've got William on the brain now. Carboy just getting out of the way there. There's the two Ferraris, and I wonder if the Ferraris are going to slipstream each other. I heard a whisper that Troy and Emerson do like to help each other out, don't they? And Emerson is really enjoying the teamwork there. Of course, both the gold and silver world champions in the same team is such a unique thing to happen. Emerson's changed his number. I think he's on 46 now. Fantastic. But Emerson there being dragged along, and let's see what the dog world champion can do. Then he comes across the line. He has a lovely slipstream there for Troy as well. That's magnificent teamwork there from the Ferrari team. And yes, good stuff indeed then. Now then, is Emerson going to do the same then as I don't think they've orchestrated the tow from Troy to what have they, unfortunately. But yeah, good teamwork there from the Ferrari team. And of course, we've heard quite famously Fernando Alonso lambasting the Ferrari team when they messed up the tow back in 2013, or was it 2014? I can't remember now. But he was a very unhappy chappy, wasn't he? Alonso was back in that season there. Oh gosh, Aaron Pease is in the same place as last year. He has gone into the wall, and he is out of qualifying pieces. He was going to be one of the top 4 drivers, I think, on the grid then for tonight's race. That is not going to be the case anymore. He has gone into the barrier, the castle section, and once again, yes. Oh, goodness me, then. I think he clipped the outside wall, then tried to correct the car, and he just hit the barrier, and Pease is out of qualifying then. That is such a shame then, as Sloth has really piqued my interest, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But at the moment, the headline news is that Pease is out of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, and that is and that is a major blow then for Pease then, as he's going to be starting in the midfield pack now, isn't he? The guy is the driver then who would have and should be at the front of the field with the pace he's got. And once again, I think that just really hurts. That really hurts. It really hurts as Pease's season hasn't really. He's had a very much up and down season. Pease has only 12 points. He scored in every single race that Pease has, but unfortunately hasn't been the big points as he's needed. His best race was actually in Monaco last time out then, and he was running his highest second, wasn't he, before fuel issues that really hurt a lot of the drivers then last week, didn't they? They was all expecting safety cars, and they all under fuel, didn't they? Or they was on the limit of the fuel, and because of that then that really hurt them later on then. Here comes Nigel coming across the line as well, and Nigel's got DRS set right on the money then. He comes over the line, and where does Nigel put his car? He puts himself 5th fast at the moment now in the McLaren Mercedes. Adam is back out on circuit as well. Troy's just come back into the pits. Lost Souls out on circuit as well. He's on the soft tires. I'm wondering what the best race strategy is then for the tires. I must say then I love it because I don't know about strategy then, which is good for you because I suppose it does make it more interesting. It was bad for you actually because you're probably screaming at your mobile device then or whatever you're watching me on and just telling me that I'm a fool. Well, Lost Souls, that's looking very impressive indeed. That he is the second fastest car. However, Milan was on the medium tires when he set that 37.1 there. So that just shows how impressive that time was, doesn't it? And we just got stuff as well. Let me catch up with the comments. As I am sorry guys, I'm really I'm not looking after you tonight, am I? We've just got Jake Wilson saying Bradfield this season is different, bad quality and bad race. Laugh out loud there. Goodness gracious me. Changing strat, no qualifying, good race then. Dan Murphy 2.0 there from Bradfield. Seriously saying if the guy who invented cat's eyes was 2 minutes there, he would have invented the pencil sharpener. Sloth is saying that Turkey is leaked in the single player career. That has now piqued my interest, and I'd love to see Turkey back on the calendar. Of course, Turkey was last time it was on the Formula 1 game was 2011, wasn't it? So that's great to hear and great to see as well. Sloth is also going to be happy, not only that Turkey's on the calendar, but also that he has gone 4th fastest in the Williams car as well. So he's going to be very happy for that. Good stuff. Adam Leonard's just in the 9th edition one. What about Percy? And he's found 2 seconds in the second split on. That's a great time there from Percy. He goes 4th fastest in the Alfa Romeo. Great stuff then from Percy. Right in the sharp end of the field there, Percy as well. Finished only his second Grand Prix start. Here comes German there, flying underneath me. It's like, goodness me then, as the wind very much tickled my toes as he went underneath me there. Lovely stuff indeed. Here comes Cardboy navigating himself through the chicane. Oh gosh, we was got Serge saying, oh peas, you never let that you never live that down. Then Tango saying, I'm surprised that lap didn't think I'd do that lap be within a second of Milan there. Tango very happy with that. Gordo saying hello, good evening Gordo. We've also got Serge running the first out is my TT and I'm never getting near that in the race. And Liam saying if Toto was here this weekend he'll be having kittens with this Mercedes performance there. Is Boki still disliking videos? Got a 1 dislike again. I don't so I suppose it's if anyone dislikes the video, then that's fair enough, I suppose. But it would be nice to hear why you dislike the video. But yeah, if that's the case, then I suppose it's free will, really, isn't it? On board with Cardboy as well, as I've got a sneeze stuck, so that's not good. But what about Cardboy? Let's hope he hasn't got anything stuck. Then as he flies, cut out to the line as well. Seriously saying, I'm taking it as a soft to medium then. So that's what Serious Russia is thinking in terms of strategy there. Cardboy has gone 7 fastest. So I wonder if Cardboy is thinking the soft to medium tires as he's now starting off our journey for the final. Oh, is Adam is invalidated his time, but it looks like he's coming back into the pits. Gurman's got 6 fastest. He's on the medium tires of Gurman is with less than 3 minutes to go in this session. I don't think he's got enough time to come in and go back out though. What about Chaza? Chaza is in the second part of the lap as well. Troy is on a lap. Then Milan is also on a lap as well. Going to stick with Chaza for the minute. He's in 14th position there. Hasn't had time yet. Pease hasn't even, but he's out qualifying. We've also got Troy out there as well. Now dipping. Oh my gosh, and Chaza there luckily turned in early there, and it was able to correct the car on the outside. I think he had a bit of, he had a bit of Mystic Meg vision there, didn't he? He felt that the car was unstable there, turned in early there, so he allowed himself space on the exit. Great stuff there from Chaza. Remember that Chaza is a master on the medium tire, isn't he? He can make these tires absolute sing to whatever tune he wants them to sing to. Chaza does something brilliant, isn't it? And now it comes over the line there as well, and Chaza moves himself over to 6th finish there. Whisker away from Percy as well. I've got to say, all these cats comments there is really rattled me as I'm thinking about Whiskers and all that kind of stuff. But we got to Troy coming across the line, and as Emerson repays his teammate back with a lovely tow, which puts him 5th fast, and then the Ferrari team are using the tow there to their advantage. I wonder if any other team is going to do it then. Well, I think whichever team can do it though. Let's take a look, shall we? Well, the Alfa Romeo team could do it there, but remember, Percy is a super sub. Is he going to want to help his teammate there? If Nigel can get through, can Gurman and Nigel get themselves sorted out? Sloth is gone at 2nd fastest then in the Williams car. Look at those brake discs glowing, and Blee's done 4 laps on these medium tire Sloth has. That might not be too good. That might not be too good at all. Sergio saying Sloth, Percy and German, they are some at medium times. They really are indeed, actually. They really are. Milan's time is absolutely fantastic as well. As Kakarot Goku saying, bulky is yes. Yeah. Well, if hopefully they just dislike the video because they just dislike our content rather than anything else. There's a Sloth fan who's on another lap. Then you're gonna like the fact that he's done 4 laps on his medium tires. He's got to start the race. There's a German there who's retired from the session in 8th position. Now, German, I gotta say, I'm not sure if German's going to be feeling too safe there, Here comes Leo Cat then. It's cue the puns then. Leo Cat is the goat there from Zamot then. Is great stuff indeed then. And, oh gosh, I've got True Fake now as well. And yes, indeed, and at the moment he is coming. Remember, he absolutely walked away from the race in Monaco, didn't he? He was fantastic, and he comes across the line, and he stays in 11th fastest. Leo Cat does by by a whisker from a Cartboy as well. And look at that, then 300 a second between himself and Cartboy. I've got to say, how much speed did he take into turn 2? That was fantastic there. I think that was his in lap as well. Let's go for a second bite of the cherry. Adam is also on the circuit as well. What about Nigel? Can he get himself through the qualifying 2 now then? Carboy is finished. Milan is finished as well. German's finished. Lost Souls is finished as well. And as Becca said, as if Pieces crashed in the castle station again then. Sergio said, yes. Yes, Becca. Unfortunately, he has. Oh my word! There's a Troy there. I thought I looked up and I saw I said Nigel on the barrier there, but he's coming out of the castle section. He's unscathed, isn't he? I think I seen a picture about that piece of road. Then when the F1 is not like going around here, my goodness me, it looks so much wider, doesn't it? Charles retired from the session, but it does look so much wider there, don't it? But that infamous castle section. I really love that corner. To be fair, it's a challenge, isn't it? I hope they don't sanitize it. I think they in 2021 didn't they open it up a bit? I think they have, haven't they? Oh my word, there, Nigel there. I'm not sure he was looking. Oh, I think that might be a problem with his connection, and rather than a problem with the car, perhaps. Then. And there comes Nigel and cut it to the line as well. Can he get himself into qualifying 3? Then his target time is a 37.9, and he has done it. He's in 7th fastest. Carboy's out of qualifying. He's down in 11th position now. Unfortunately, Leo Cat is 3/10 of a second down in the second split time, but he's going for all or nothing now. It's the Leo Cat as he comes across the line. He stays 12th in the end then. What about Mr. Lee? He's 6/10 of a second up. And so is Adam as well then. What can Adam do then? And look, there's I think that's a Alfa Romeo behind him. And Adam comes across the line. He goes 13th fast in the end then. What about Mr. Elite then? As he comes up there, so he got Mr. Elite going 13th fastest, just as place as the Aston Martin driver. And Mr. Elite starts 13th for tonight's Grand Prix in the Alpine car. Nigel's left for session, and that was very lucky that he didn't have issues just before on his quick lap there, wasn't it? Milan is quickest again at the moment. He's dominating these qualifying sessions, but it's the next qualifying session that counts for Milan if he wants to get his 10th pole position of his career in ALR. Then, of course, Milan is becoming very much a legend in terms of qualifying performances, isn't he? Sorry, his 9th pole position of his career. Then. Yeah, Milan is becoming very much a legend now, isn't he, in terms of qualifying performances in ALR. One of the best qualifiers in ALR history. He is faster by 4/10 of a second. Once again, almost half a second gap there. Qualifying, Pease has crashed in the castle section there. Adam is in 14th position. Mr. Elite in 13th. Leo Cat is in 12th position. Cardboy in 11th position. And those are the 5 drivers then that are going to be starting the Grand Prix from 11th to 15th and for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Liam saying the cat is out the bag now. So we're now going into a qualifying free. Nigel's back in the session. That's great stuff indeed then for Nigel then. As we just tick past 10 past 8 in the UK here. As the sun is beginning to set behind me. The sun is also starting to lower in the sky here in Baku as well. Behind these makeshift pit buildings there. They're not there throughout the year, are they? They're kind of in like garages, aren't they? I figures that's what Ted was telling us before the 2016 European Grand Prix here held here in Baku. But yes, so they are not permanent pit buildings, are they? And As the first question asking, would this be Emerson's longest dry spell? In terms of race wins, in terms of qualifying and race wins, no. Emerson did, I think in his first, I'm sure it was about, in the first 10 of them races as ALR Korean, he didn't get a pole position until the Japanese Grand Prix of Season 2. And last season, I think, wasn't it Season 4, where he had a lot of technical gremlins where he kept lagging out of sessions that really cost him a lot of points in the early stages of Season 4, didn't it? For Emerson there. So I think that, I think he went about 5 or 6 races then without a win there for him. So I think that's the case anyway. I must say, I was meant to sit down and do the stats about who's got the most wins in a row then in ALR. So yeah, really, I gotta say, I'm not sure who it is, to be honest, actually, because I was thinking about it. Jochen had 5 wins in a row, didn't he, when he first started in ALR? I'm sure that was broken, though, wasn't it? I think in terms of silver, I know that German's up there. He had a lot of wins in a row. Haas have got the most team wins in a row in all of ALR, because I'm sure they had about they won from France all the way through to the what was the race before Japan? Was it Russia? I think it might have been Russia, mightn't it? I think it was there, because I think they had from literally France all the way through to Japan then. I think that was 8-9 Grand Prix wins in a row. Fantastic, wasn't it? From the Haas team then. Just watching Chaz then so far. Milan's still in the pitch, Troy's still in the pitch as well. Who's the furthest car around? It is German who's the furthest car around then. So let's see what he can do then. So German there coming out of the final turn then, and he's about to start then. So who's going to be on pole position then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix? This is the 6th run-in then of Azerbaijan in ALR. Of course, there is we have the previous pole sitters in ALR have been Milan, who was on pole last season. The season before was Granty. That was his only pole position that season as well for Granty. Season before that was Eat the Cookie. Before that was Knowlesy in Season 2, and Jochen was in Season 1 then. So we haven't had 2 at the pole, but we haven't had 2 the same pole sitters in all of ALR's history around here then. So yes, it's been very much a variety of spice, hasn't it, in terms of qualifying around here. 5 different pole sitters in the first 5 races here. Are we going to get 6 different pole sitters? Let's find out, shall we? As and now accelerated away. As German Silver won until I won Japan. Can't remember his teammate. I think it was Liam. Yeah, it was his teammate for the Haas team, wasn't there? Because Liam got 2 Grand Prix wins, didn't he, in Russia? And I'm sure he got a win in Austria as well, didn't he? If I'm not very much mistaken there for Liam, yeah. Just watching German there going for the castle section as well, and before accelerating away. And now coming through out of the exit of turn 10 as well. And he has got a couple more corners until he finds out what is set intermediate 2 sector time is as well. Yellow flags is fluttering in the second part of that, and when the Ferraris is going slow, I think it might be Troy who's on and out left moment. Look at how close German was to the barrier. You couldn't even have fit what am I thinking? A piece of money there, I don't know, a bit of money there. Between the wall and the tyre wall of German as well. And now he's got a car in front of us, which is Milan there, which is going to be absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Because Milan is unintentionally giving German a slipstream here. A slipstream here then. And yes, indeed, yes. So this is perfect for German there. Milan there, I can't back off because he's going to start. So German's on pole position by 37. We know Milan can get into the 36s, but yeah, that is very much going to help German get quite close then. Lucas has gone second fast on a 39. Look how much that toe has really helped German. Fantastic. Here comes Sloth, who's on pole position there by you, less than 100 for a second there. Wow, what a start to this qualifying session. Tango has gone into third fastest in the Haas car, indeed. Then Chazza coming up to the line next, and Chazza's gone third fast. We've got Alpha Tari behind us there. A Lost Souls who's starting his lap there. Milan's on the lap there. So Emerson there is just towing Troy along then. As Emerson there, who looks like he's not going to start time then, so towing Troy. So I think that they might be swapping around, but Troy's gone wide in the first sector there. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself then, isn't he there? Troy is unfortunately. Milan then, who's invalidated his time as well. Milan, as of course, he's the favourite going into this qualifying 3 session after dominating the opening 2 qualifying sessions. Yellow flag in sector 2 is the McLaren of German. Is Sloth, who's on pole position then, for that'll be the first pole position of his career in ALR. If he can get it here tonight then for Sloth, and fantastic stuff indeed then. So really impressive stuff there from Sloth, and here comes Nigel then flying past me as well. And now coming up into the final stage of the lap as well, and it's here comes Nigel DRS. It's right on the money there from our first ever world champion. Nigel up to the line. He goes full fastest, and he is in the 38 zeros then for Nigel. Milan is invalid. It's Thomas going to go for a second bite to the cherry. Indeed, he is. Milan is a good stuff there. Troy is invalid. It's time. Lost Souls has not invalidated his time just yet. Emerson, I think, is not on a quick lap just yet. Then out of turn 16. Look at those sparks there. It's Souls almost got himself beached on that curb, didn't he? And now flying it through the final part of the lap as well. And seriously saying these are some ridiculous times. And Troy and Emerson, they're doing tactics there. Indeed, the other Ferrari team doing a great tactics. They did it in qualifying too, and now they're doing it in qualifying for as well. Lost Souls is not activated his DRS, and that is why he is into the pits there, so he's abandoned his time then. Milan then, who's on a lap. Double shot there. It's a chance that just got out of the way down. So as Emerson now, I think was on an in lap in the Ferrari then, because he's doing he's on the 25 there according to that time, but I think he is cruising back into the pits. Look how close Milan was there to the wall. Incredible stuff. And as Adam's saying, and those go guys are too fast for me next time. Probably not going to drive as a reserve in this league. That don't worry, my good sir. I think the 14th position. No, are you 13th or 14th? I can't remember. My word, there, Milan just absolutely took my face off with that. Incredible stuff. Return 15. Anyway, carrying on with the comments there. Don't worry, my good sir, because I think that you did a very good job of getting. I think you did a very good job of getting 14th position as well. Then, so yes, I think the qualifying is quite impressive. Isn't it? These times are very impressive indeed. But hats off to you. Good stuff indeed. And seriously, just put a very fine time in a very fine point as well. As they call it finish the race, of course. This is going to be a race for attrition like the Monaco Grand Prix. So Milan goes across the line. He's on pole position there by a 36.7 there. They're slowed in his qualifying one time, I believe. But Milan is on pole position. That's the fastest that's the second fastest time in all history here in ALR. Wow, magnificent stuff indeed then. Troy then, who's now going into the final part of that then, before it accelerates away. As Liam saying that, yeah, me and German in the Haas was a dream. Yes, I think it was one of the best teams ever in all of ALR. And that is quite a huge statement to make for me, isn't it? But yes, they were such a formidable team, weren't they, when German and Liam partnered up for the Haas team in Season 2 of Silver. Really impressive stuff, to say the very least then. Absolutely dominated that mid-stage of the season. So Troy there, who's just cruising back to the pits, and let's take stock. Milan on pole position then for the 9th time of his career at this moment in time. And if qualifying stop now, he'll be on pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Sloth is in second at the moment. And it's a good 17 there for Sloth on the front row. Milan German in third position with Chaz in fourth. So there's a bush in my face there. Fifth position is Nigel. Sixth position is Tango. Percy is seventh. The two Ferraris handset time check. They've been trying out the towing technique. Unfortunately, Troy went a bit too deep in turn one there. Lost Souls down on a lap now. Oh my word. Oh gosh, there is Milan there just taking a little shortcut back into the pits as well. So of course in terms of pole positions this season, we've had Milan on pole position back in Bahrain, then it was infamous Pillars in Spain, and then Monaco was Blaze, who was a blaze of glory for us, for Blaze. It was a great an absolutely great performance there, wasn't it? Blaze there dominated every single lap of that Monaco Grand Prix. Really impressive stuff, to say the least. So he got the win and the fast up. He got the win and the pole position. He did get fast up there because German stole his glory there right at the very end, didn't he? Just watching Lost Souls then, who is just breaking into turn 2 then on the exit. Then look, DRS there. There is the line there. There is the board as well. As Lost Souls then, who's now coming down the back straight as well. And Lost Souls has also had a bit of a disappointing start to the season. No points on the board after he didn't race in Monaco, did he? He's had 2 DNFs so far this season. Lost Souls has. Of course, they're not getting that many points on the board there, which you'd be a bit disappointed with, I think, Lost Souls is, because Lost Souls, when they get it all together, is a very quick customer indeed, isn't it? But at the moment, the AlphaTauri cars haven't started off too well this season, have they? In gold, unfortunately, which is such a shame. Now, Cartboy also on a bit of a difficult start. I remember Cartboy was one of the most consistent drivers last season. This season, though, he's started very much on the back foot, and he was second in the World Championship last season. I gotta say, it'd be pretty impressive if he can climb back up there. But remember, we're only on round 4, but it's a shorter season this season, isn't it? We've only got 16 races to go after this one, which doesn't sound like a lot at all, does it? Of course, that used to be a full season, didn't it, in Formula 1 back in the late 90s? That was the full round of numbers in 1999, then, wasn't it? Start off in Australia before going to the Japanese Grand Prix, as they took the Argentina circuit of the calendar, didn't they, really? If anyone's had the privilege or the pain of driving that circuit, it's a very much an oversized go-kart track. So Sloth is in the barrier. He is in the barrier. Sloth is there, and that's such a shame. So he lost Souls then, who is lost Souls has got up into third. Oh gosh, yes, he's off, gone off in a big way as Sloth has there, and that's a shame. And we've also lost. Oh gosh, there's Wings coming up, and I think we just lost Souls, who's retired from the session. Now he's full fast. Oh my golly gosh there, and that is absolutely well, Becky just put in to be fair, Lost Soul Sloth there has improved massively since I last seen him then, and as you can see, as Becca's saying, another life taken there. And my controller died and I drove it into the castle section. Oh goodness me. So unfortunately, Lost Souls, Lost Souls, I keep got Lost Souls on my brain now, and I throw that down into turn 3. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for Nigel. I'm all razzle-dazzled now, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Here comes Tango at the moment. So unfortunately for Sloth there now, I think Becca put the commentator's curse on Sloth, not me, so I'm happy with that one. Unfortunately, the poor McLarens will have my wrath on Wednesday, as every time I seem to make a compliment about Scooby Stew or Smithy Almighty, I just they seem to have issues, like the lap or two later there. So I'm going to try my very best not to mention anything positive about them, and hopefully they can get some decent points, because both McLarens have been good in COBALT, haven't they? Really have indeed. Both McLarens are also looking very strong in gold as well. Currently Milan is fast at the moment. Tango is 7th fastest teammate. Look how close he is to the barrier. He needs to maximise the track as much as possible there. Of course, as much as possible before that wall starts to bite you. 1.1 seconds up in the second split time as well, before coming up to the line then. And there's that Kakarot Goku saying, damn then, you'll only get better as well with these drivers. Definitely very much indeed then. I think it's very you learn a lot, don't you, when you're racing in a higher league. What about Tango though, coming up to the line then? Does he improve his time? He's in 5th faster. The Tiger flag has fallen for Tango. So that's the highest it's going to be. What about Gurman? Gurman's 3rd faster. He only improves by 3 thousandths per second. That just shows how big the toe was earlier on then, which he got a toe from Milan, didn't he, on his opening time run. Troy is invalidated his time now. Troy's invalidated his time, and he's going to start 10th on the grid for the Ferrari. Oh my goodness gracious me. Here comes Chaz now, flying through the kinks of the final sector, and now he's coming up in into the line as well. And now here we go then. What can Chaz do then? He's currently 6th fast there, 37.363 there for the Alfa Romeo driver. He is on the front row of the grid. Magnificent. Emerson comes across the line. Emerson's 3rd faster than the Ferrari. What about the second from McLaren? He's 8th faster than Nigel. What about Percy? Percy's found 2 seconds almost in the second split time. Percy's in there. Oh, he's not fast in the end there, and he'll be starting on the 5th row of the grid. But Milan is on pole position for the 2nd time this season. He's the first driver to get 2 pole positions this season for Milan. Lovely golden helmet there, and he's going to be very happy because he was on pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, just like last season for Milan then. But hopefully he doesn't have a difficult race. I'm sure he had a difficult race here last season, didn't he? But Milan is on pole position. Chaza is alongside him on row 1. That's a juicy front row, isn't it? Great stuff indeed. And as I just scrolling down the comments as well as yes, there's a lot of laugh emojis there, as unfortunately Sloth's controller has called it a day. There's copy Sloth's reasons P's there. Serious Russian saying that where is Blaze? Kakarot Goku saying he's a reserve driver, but I think that sooner rather than later, I think Blaze will definitely be called up, won't he? Because I'd love to see Blaze in a full-time capacity, because I would like to see him battle against Emerson, Milan, Chaz, Sloth, Gurman, and co on a circuit, maybe like a circuit like Canada, which is where we're going in a week's time then. Scooby Shooter giving me the old shush there, as unfortunately, yes, I do cause him all kinds of grief as well. It's all good, mate. Never your fault. It's just great timing then. Oh, go on, chats there from Becca as well. Yeah, in Hard Leagues you learn how to take part, how to take apart a PlayStation really quick as well. I haven't lost any money on my Milan pole bet then. So good stuff indeed there. Of course, I think that Milan really has had that pole position sewn up since qualifying one, didn't he? I'm really impressed indeed. But Chaza really got within an inch there, didn't he, of getting that pole position. Very impressive stuff indeed from Chaza. Emerson on the 2nd row of the grid then. So you start the race itself and here in Baku then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, round 4 of season 6 here in gold then. Ooh, my word. I think we're apparently meant to have another heat wave soon, which is not very good at all for me. That's the problem with our ALR in the August months, then, isn't it? Really? Oh my word, that I just sweat quite profusely as well. I'm not a very fit man. I'm far from fit. I'm probably the farthest from fittest you could be. If you replace the I in fit with an A, and that's what you get, that's what I am. Let's get on with the race, shall we? As I don't want to talk about my personal being anymore. Right then, here we go then for the start of the Grand Prix. I've also lost my hairband as well, which I should have bought one last week and I forgot. We're 15 seconds away then from the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I'd like to hear your comments and who do you think is going to win this race? Can Milan get his first ever Grand Prix win? What about Chazza? Can he get his first ever Grand Prix win then? He's got a pole position. Chazza's going to get his win then. Can Emerson win for the first time this season? There's so many questions. Not enough answers for me at the moment. Right then, the grid. From pole position to the back of the grid then. 3 drivers is on the soft tyres. 1, 2, 3 drivers is on the hard tyres as well, which is Jonathan, Liam, and Siege. Everyone else is on the medium compound tyres. Those are the choices then. Let's go then. Sergio saying good luck guys, girls and whoever or whatever. We've also got Becca saying Milan don't bottle it as well. Milan 9th time on pole position there. He is really honing in on Jonathan in the second of the all-time pole position stats then with 13 then. Milan is on 9 then. He's only 4 away from Jonathan. Impressive 17. Of course Emerson has the most pole positions with 21. Chaz is alongside him. I wrote one. He's had a pole position before in his career. He also had a pole position not this season though. I don't think. I don't think he has. No, I don't think he has, does he? No, I'm looking at pillars, that's why. Chazza on the front row of the grid then. Emerson in third position. Sloth in fourth. And I think he could have and should have. He could have been on the pole position or maybe even on the front row there. So that's a bit unlucky for Sloth and his controller time. Let's hope he's got a charge now. Gurman in fifth position, but Gurman and Sloth and Emerson as well might have to watch for the road behind them because it's here he is and it is Lost Souls who is 6th on the grid in the Alpha Tarager on those soft compound tires as well. Tango in that 7th position also on soft tires. New PlayStation for Tango. He is not going to be lagging out hopefully, which means we're going to see the real Tango here tonight and I'm looking forward to it. Remember Tango got 2nd last week. Remember even with those connection issues there with one hand tied behind his back, he's still on the podium. And of course, over in his career for Tango, this is to the stats there for Tango. He's had 27 starts, he's had 2 podiums with 3 fast laps there for Tango. He's only had 10 DNS as well, considering the fact he's kept lagging in and out. Good stuff, Ben. Nigel in 8th position there, the first ever LR World Champion. Percy in 9th position. Troy in 10th, and he didn't set a time in qualifying 3, so he's on the back foot now, isn't he? 11th position there is Carboy. New medium compound tyres there for the Alpha Tari. Leo Cat in 12th position there. Mr. Elite in 13th with Adam in 14th position there. I think on his debut, I think he's doing very good there as well. Adam is because he did say in the comments that this league might be a bit too quick, but still he's in front of previous Grand Prix winners, the likes of Pease, the likes of Jonathan, who is 15th and 16th share in a row. Dynamo down in 7th position. Liam a multiple Grand Prix winner in silver. Siege is in 19th position. Murphy has won in every category he's participated in apart from gold. I think it's and of course he won here in bronze, didn't he, a couple of seasons ago as well for Murphy. He's 20th on the grid then. 26 laps, 20 cars, round 4 of season 6 then. Brooksy, long race ahead then. And here we go for the start then of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Murphy lines up on 20th on the grid then, as well as I'll quickly change the graphic there to position changes. Siege 19th, Murphy 20th position. Love the helmet there from Murphy, fantastic. Similar to Gurman, isn't it? Right then, the lights are on then. 4, 5 lights are on then. The lights have gone on then. We're not going green yet then. The revs are on then. And here we go for the start. It's go, go, go. And Dynamo Dan is a competition already. Milan has had the perfect start. Emerson's had a great start as well. Oh, it's Chazza and Emerson have touched. And that's a car who's gone right off there in the background. And Dynamo Dan there just went right off there. I'm not sure what happened there. As here are the leaders said. So Milan has got a second advance already. Yellow flag in sector 1 then. It's one of the Red Bulls just went straight on there. Nigel's moved up a position as well. Lost Souls then on those soft tires has dropped down a couple of positions there. Sneaking up the inside. And he's going a bit wide there. And now we got Lucas Perry. As he's been knocked off the road there as the Percy has there. Oh my gosh, there and Nigel in Lost Lost Souls. Oh my golly gosh, then that's not good at all, is it? And Lost Souls has lost the whole of the front wing section there. Nigel's going to have to come into the pits as well. Liam has left the session there as a technical gremlins out for Liam. Dynamite down. Lost Souls has gone off there and majorly off there. Carboy has also got damage as well. And that's a car right in the middle of the circuit there. And well, I'm expecting a safety car, but then again, I think Bird was on holiday back in Monaco, and he might be off again then as we're going down into look at Milan there, he's just pulling away, hand over fist there. That's a fantastic start there to Milan's Grand Prix here tonight. Really good 17 and Lost Souls out of the Grand Prix, and that's now 4 races then with no points, and that's a free race he's participated with, and then he's not finished the Grand Prix at all yet. I'm not sure what happened to Dynamo down at the start. That was very unusual. He just went carried straight on into turn 1 there, which is very unusual to say at least. No DRS just yet, and DRS will be activated at the end of the third lap then, or the end of the second lap then, for the lap 3 then, and that's where it's going to get really interesting. This is one of the most hardest safety car restarts, isn't there? So a lot of drivers probably do not want a safety car, as we got well, the front runners don't anyway. Leo Cash just got past that, but look at this, is John for this. Have a look going on the inside down to turn 1. Is he? Not quite that. We've also got Nigel coming back through the field as well, as he's down 5 positions there, unfortunately. I've also just seen Tango having a good old scrap as well. Murphy's got past Nigel, moved up to the 30 position as well. Murphy going for 4 driver a day awards in a row, so that's what Murphy's after. Carboy is the only driver, I think, coming the pit side, is he? Possibly, I missed that, so I really might need to reevaluate my assessment on that one a bit later on. Germaner is in 5th position now. At the moment, he's just dropping back from Sloth and Chaz at the moment. Emerson, who had a cracking start there, moved up into 3rd position. Chaz had a bit of a disappointing start, didn't he, really? On board Tango then as well. Lovely new helmet design as well to celebrate his new PlayStation 5, and hopefully no technical gremlins there for the for Tango. Pease has gone up 8th position there. Unbeknownst to me, then Pease has absolutely flew at the grid now. He's had a fantastic opening couple of laps here, and now he's up into 8th position, trying to put the disappointment qualifying behind him and get himself back into the action there. I remember Ricardo won the Grand Prix from 10th on the grid 2017, didn't he? So it's very much possible indeed then. Serious Mushroom, I'm going to read out now then, as we're on lap 2 out of 26 then. So on lap 26 then, we'll see if Mushroom's prediction comes true. Murphy podium, he is calling it now. Well, Murphy's up 7th position there. Pease is up 8 positions at the moment, isn't he? Fantastic. We haven't got no gaps at the moment then, have we? But Milan has got about a second. Oh my gosh, and Tango is off into the wall, and he's gone off in a major way. And I'm not sure if Pease was there. I'm not sure if Pease had issues. And Murphy and Jonathan are very close to each other as well. And Murphy getting past. So we've also got Nigel and the DRS now been able. Now we've got Adam and Nigel then going side by side as well. Pease is into the pits then, and so is Tango as well. So both, unfortunately, Tango lost it, and Pease was too close, wasn't he? And here comes Adam on the outside. He has taken Nigel and moved over to 12th position. Good manoeuvre there. Murphy now 10 positions and good stuff. As great as now then he is up into 12th position. Now he's got 2 positions in this race, and Nigel dropping down the order, unfortunately. Go back to this battle here then, so just as we swap to the tyres and back on board with Person in a strong 7th position. They're looking very good indeed there. My car won't be fast than 145 miles an hour, and that is a major blow for Liam. Liam is down in 16th position there, and that is he's going to be driving with one hand tied behind his back, is he? So Liam has got some major problems out there, and the Mercedes said, oh, it's Perch there, a bit square there. Here comes Leo Cat, who had a great debut in Monaco in silver last week. He's in gold this week, isn't he? Look, that's Percy who's got off the circuit now. I'm not sure if he's just dropping back. It looks like looks like honestly there is someone's just put GP2 engine as sorry, I think seriously just put GP2 engine there. I'll try and read out your comments as best I can. Every time I look down, something happens there. Just watching now. Leo Cat is now up into a solid 7th position there in the Williams car indeed. My car. So we've also got Brooks saying it looks like he took out Brooks saying looked like he took out on an instant by clapping him there. Chaz is out of the race then, and that's a virtual safety car. Chazza is out of the Grand Prix, and my goodness me, then, and that car is very much right in the line of fire. Chaz out of the Grand Prix. We've lost 2 drivers already, 2 top drivers as well in ALR Gold, both out of the Grand Prix. Safety car then, so Bermolander is back in action then, and a safety car then. So who is going to roll the dice then and come into the pits pits then. Lucas Percy into the pits and changing tyres onto those hard tyres. Murphy also in the pits while Jonathan is having to change the nose cone now on the Aston Martin, and both Aston Martin, look at that, and I'm having to queue on his debut here, and he's having to wait for his teammate Jonathan there, and he's going to lose an abundance amount of time. He's going to be near the back of the pack, isn't he? As we're on board now with Liam, as yeah, look, he's got on his steering wheel there. It looks like he's on 188 miles an hour. We're just taking a look at Liam, because Liam has got issues there, has he, there, where he cannot go above 145 miles an hour. So just looking now, as we've got a bit of telemetry on the screen at the moment, and let's see what's going on there. Of course, he can't actually, can he? Because he's got the Delta. So there's a minute there. As Becca said, oh no chance of that. Liam, reset your wheel, mate, there, as Bradfield is saying there's a suggestion there, is that Liam unfortunately is having major issues there, but that is why he's so far back. That's why Liam's dropped down the order. We've also got poor Chaz was doing so well. Yes, he was. Chaz was in a very strong third position as well. Sloth is now into a strong third position. Really impressive there from Sloth. German there in fourth position, but with Troy at fifth, Leo Cat in at sixth position. We're just right on board Milan then. So the highest road to go in the pits is Murphy. As Sir Pressure said that Murphy's on court. He reckons he's going to be a podium sitter here tonight, then, but he's currently in ninth position. Murphy is the highest of the runners to pit then. Is in the top runners coming to the pits, and Milan is feathering across there, but he's staying out then. Emerson is also staying out as well. Is anyone actually going to come in the pits? They're all like doing the kind of the fake, aren't they? Coming into the pits, but Alan said that, then Troy is not faking. He is definitely in the pits, and Liam is left for session now to try and sort out the technical gremlins there. But so this is a good opportunity there for Liam to sort it out there in the Mercedes, and into the pits there comes Troy. So Troy into the pits. I think he spotted a gap then here. He's onto the soft tyres, Troy is, and so this is going to get interesting. He's going to go in front of Murphy. Murphy there, of course, is having to adhere to the Delta. Now he can speed up then and catch the safety car queue. Oh, this is going to get very tense indeed then. Where is Troy? He comes out just in front of Murphy then, so that's a good opportunist move from Troy, eh? Let's see if that pays off then. P's in 10th position then, as P's unfortunately went off in a big way down there. Unfortunately, Tango was collateral damage there, wasn't he? Which was a bit of a shame. And so safety car is out then. So at least we know that the safety car is a 5-second penalty for Adam here then. As Chaz has left the session, he's going to be furious, isn't he? I'm not sure if he got collected or whatnot, but he is out of the Grand Prix. Lost Souls also out as well. Only 2 retirements so far. Safety car is out at the moment then. Milan leads the Grand Prix. The top 7 cars are Milan, Emerson, Sloth, German, Leo Cat, Mr. Elite, and Siege. The top 6 cars are on medium tyres. Siege is on the hard tyres. Troy is the first of the runners who have come into the pits and made a stop. He's on soft tyres. Murphy is going to the hard tyres. He's going to be able to get to the end from there with 20 laps on a 6-kilometre circuit. It's going to be tough. And then we've got PZ, who's on the medium tyres, and he's coming to the pits. And so is Percy as well in the 11th position. Jonathan, Nigel's also gone on the medium tyres. And Tango on a hard lap, on a 1 lap out hard tyres. And Dynamo down in 15th position. And Liam, technical gremlins for the Mercedes driver at the moment, and that is why he is struggling to catch up at the moment. Hopefully he'll come back in as soon as he can then. Car Boy in the 17th position now, and 18th is Adam as well, who's got a penalty there for the drive. He's got a speed in the pit lane. As much of it's interesting to see what the hard tyres can do here. Yes, can the hard tyres get to the end from here on in then? So safety car at the moment then, so they've got to form up behind the safety car, and they got to form a crocodile then. And then of course the safety car will come in then once all the drivers are caught up then. We're just waiting for Adam at the moment then, who is behind, who is currently at the back then. I thought it was Adam. I'll come back into the pits there and serve that 5-second penalty now. If he's got another set of fresh hard tyres, then this would be a golden opportunity for him then. That's what I would do anyway. 20 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Safety car's out then. So Bert Molander has returned back from vacation. So I hope you had a lovely vacation. It's a shame you couldn't get a safety car driver. I'm wondering what Alan van der Murder would have been doing on Monaco. But never mind. And then my next, I think it might have caused more chaos then. On this safety car. This safety car restart is one of the most difficult restarts in all the calendar, isn't it? So Milan is going to have to be very clever on this one. Into the pits there comes Adam now then. So what is that? So he's just throwing up 5-second penalty in the Aston Martin, and now he's going on to the medium compound tyres. So he was back in the session. Can he get that gremlin that he's got at the moment, where he cannot go above 150 miles an hour, which is a cruise, which is basically it's not good at all, is it really? Now he comes out of the pits then. So, so at the moment we've got Milan who's leading them from Emerson in second. Remember, Emerson's got three Grand Prix wins under his belt here. He's got over 50% rate around here, hasn't he? In one race, and it's only one race he's participated here where he's not won an ALR event then, which of course is season 3, where of course I think it was the race after he was confirmed he wasn't going to win the World Championship in season 3 there. So it was a bit of an off day, wasn't it, for Emerson that day? But apart from that, he has won every single race he's participated as Lucas Percy. Why do I keep saying that? Percy is facing the wrong way. He's been disqualified there. Percy has there for driving the wrong way, which is not the case at all. He was just trying to let everyone through. And Percy is out of the Grand Prix. He is going to be furious with that, isn't he? Because he made a spin down. Codemasters there just. Well, now his car is stuck, and well, they just didn't give him enough time there, did they, to get himself recovered there? So that's unfortunate, isn't it, for Percy? I love the helmet, by the way. So that's unfortunately 2 Grand Prix here in the street circuits where Percy has had to park up on the side of the road, out of the race. Then 3 retirements in the Grand Prix. Is the safety car staying out? It is indeed, and it's a very long safety car start, very long safety car period at the moment, isn't it? So just watching that Milan then, who is currently in the Grand Prix. But yes, he's going to have to be very aware of Emerson, the threat behind him, isn't he? Because of course, as we already mentioned, that Emerson is quite a specialist around here, isn't he? Milan there, 9-time pole position now, isn't he? He's getting very good in the qualifying, isn't he? I think he was just asking Burt Milan to speed up, get on with it. And then and we're going to be back racing then hopefully on the next lap as well. So it'll be lap 8, then we'll be back racing then. So yeah, of course, the safety car is now a red car this season rather than the silver car. So which is, what can I say, it's very striking. Say the least. Liam said, turn the PS4 back on. I'm back in business. Good stuff indeed there. So Liam is back in business, and that is exactly what you should do in any part of the world. There, always turn off and turn it back on if there's a gremlin. So good stuff indeed there for Liam. So he's back in there like swimwear. So good stuff. Right then, lap 7 here of Baku. Of course, we also should mention there, if anyone watched the Formula Wii race earlier on, of course, Nick de Vries and won the first ever won Formula E, didn't he, today? And he's the 6th world champion for Formula E. That is their first ever world championship, though, isn't it? So Nick de Vries is the first ever world champion of Formula E, but of course he's our 6th world championship, because I think this is the first season where it was actually classed as a world championship, wasn't it, Formula E? So good stuff there for Nick de Vries. Won Formula 2 a couple of years ago, and now won Formula E as well. I think Mercedes even won the manufacturers championship as well. Good stuff. No, I'm wondering, of course, Mercedes also announced that they were not going to be racing in their Formula E next year, which came as quite a surprise, really. But that might fuel the rumours that Nick de Vries might be going to the Williams team for next season, which would be very cool to see, wouldn't it? Nick de Vries in Formula 1, and of course, a former Formula 2 champion. Right then, enough about all the motorsports over the past day or two. Let's go on board Milan then in the Haas Ferrari. Then safety car is in now. This is now where it's going to get very tricky for Milan. And so far, he's had the race in the palm of his hand. So far, he's had this event in the palm of his hand as well, hasn't he? He's been absolutely mega, hasn't he, Milan has? Really impressive stuff indeed there for the Haas driver. And he has just dominated so far, and he is not really letting this lead slip then. So when is he going to go? So this is going to get this. Well, as I said, one of the toughest safety car restarts in all of the calendar. Troy's done is on the soft tires. He's going to have instant grip there. Troy is there, so he's going to be loving life for the first couple of laps or so then. And now we get going in. Gordon's asked that, what track was Formula E today? I said on BBC, wasn't sure if it was live then. It was the Berlin Grand Prix. Now we're back racing here in Baku, and in Milan has timed it beautifully. He has reclaimed the lead then, as German's on the inside. Oh, German there is a wall, and Emerson has been hit up. Emerson is out of the Grand Prix. German is gone into Emerson, and Emerson is out of the race. He's going to be furious to see the double world champion. Oh my goodness me. Oh no, and of course Emerson got hit by pillars, didn't he, in Spain, and now he's got hit. Oh gosh, and Murphy dropped down the other side. It's Murphy to the Murphy sandwich here, is he? Oh my god, and someone's got into Murphy, and who was that? I think it was down, it was a Williams, was there? It was a Williams, it was Sloth there, and Sloth is going to Murphy. Murphy out of the Grand Prix, Emerson out of the Grand Prix as well. Oh, what a dramatic safety car restart that has been there. We've lost 2 cars there. Oh my gosh, that is incredible stuff there. Serious question, that's crazy. Oh my goodness me, Milan now leads the Grand Prix with Leo Cat now with the second there. Troy is up into third position. Pease is in fourth bet. Fifth is Mr. Elite with Siege in sixth. Nigel seventh there. Jonathan is eighth position. Liam, yeah, back in the ninth, and Tango in 10th position. Dynamo down in 11th. Cardboy 12th. 13th is Adam. We got Gurman down in 14th position now. And Sloth, we were damaged from nose cone there. My goodness me. And oh goodness, Greg Smee is a Gordo who's kicking himself now as he thought it was a rerun of Formula E. But I think you watch it on the BBC iPlayer. You can also rewatch this race as well then on YouTube. Then of course then if you want to go back and relive any action as well. So absolutely incredible stuff indeed. But I'm not sure if Emerson's going to be wanting to watch this one back. He's out of the Grand Prix. Murphy is out of the Grand Prix as well. Though two are going to be furious, aren't they, with this race now? So Emerson there. So Emerson's not going to be too happy at all. Sloth is into the wall then in turn 15, and we got Nigel, who's safety car again. Then Nigel's now up into sixth position. Now Jonathan's in the pits then. Oh my word there, and what a crazy Grand Prix this is. Goodness me. Oh gosh, there is Wilson saying that Sloth and Gurman's brakes were cold, I reckon. Then yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? Gurman just went straight into the back, didn't he, of Emerson there. And unfortunately, I think the Sloth there also went to the back of Murphy as well. And so yes, brakes are going to be very difficult to warm up, and they, of course, there's such a long straight. The best way to get heat into your brakes, by braking. Jonathan there has come out the pits there on the hard tyre, medium tyres, and Gurman's gone to the hard tyres. 14 cars remain there. It's on lap 9 then, out of 26 then. So Milan still leads the Grand Prix with Leo Cat in second, Troy in third position. Now Pease is fourth. The top three in this Grand Prix has never won a Grand Prix in gold before then, so there's a golden opportunity. A gold opportunity, pun intended, there's a golden opportunity for someone to get their first Grand Prix win here tonight. And Mr. Lee is in fifth position. Now remember, Mr. Lee on days like this, he just shows his experience, doesn't he, Mr. Lee? Here in gold. And Mr. Lee, remember, is been in the ALR since almost the very beginning. I think his debut was Spain at season 1, wasn't it? Goodness me, he's been around forever and a day. This is 80th Grand Prix start tonight as well for Mr. Lee. Impressive stuff as he is in the Alpine car. He was at one half of the Constructors World Champions in season 4 as well, wasn't he, Mr. Elite was? So he definitely knows how to get these points on the board then. But he's in fifth position among them. Mr. Elite. Pease is a multiple Grand Prix winner. I think he's won 4, hasn't he? Yes, he's had 4 Grand Prix wins. Pease has at the moment. As now into the pits there comes the top 3 drivers, the top 4 drivers, and everyone is coming into the pits apart from Mr. Elite, who has stayed out then. And who has stayed out. So now it's into the pits. There comes Milan, and he is going on to the hard tyres then until the end of the Grand Prix. He's got 16 laps to do. Emerson's just quoted saying there's Spain all over again, and he's going to be furious with that. We got Leo Cat coming out just in front of Troy. Jonathan saying banged into me then. I think someone banged into him as well. I didn't see what happened to Jonathan there, but he had to replace the front wing there. Troy is on the medium tyres now. Pease has gone to the hard tyres as well. So we're just watching Gurman come back into the pits there. So what is Gurman going to do then in the McLaren? As the McLaren mechanics, I wonder if he is going to come in and put on the medium tyres. Indeed he is, and so I wonder if the medium tyres is the best way to go now to the end of this race. And in car 25, the McLaren, and he is coming back out now. So we'll soon see. Gosh, it's raining outside now. My word then is I was getting completely splashed there for some reason. I was like, oh my word. Of course, and I wasn't sure if it was my sweat or the rain then. So Mr. Elite leads. Second position is Nigel. Siege is in third position with Liam in fourth. So Nigel's got the fresher tyres out of the top 4 drivers. And Tango on the hard tyres. He's out with a Grand Prix for has a goodness me, then this is going to be a golden opportunity then, isn't it, for one of these drivers here tonight, as we're just beyond the safety car again. 16 laps in this race, and hopefully it'll be a shorter safety car period. Then Gurman's just catch up on it. Mr. Elite leads the Grand Prix then, so here he is in the Alpine car then. And of course, Mr. Elite has never won a Grand Prix, as he has been on the podium 3 times in his career. Remember, the last was an absolute barnstorming Grand Prix in the Italian Grand Prix, where him and Emerson got a 1-2 for the Renault team, wasn't it, which almost clinched the World Championship for him as well. So just now, as the drivers are now just weaving from left to right then, just trying to get some heat into those tyres, and I don't think we are going to have another lap behind the safety car. Serious Mercedes hammering down in at Derby as well then, or Derby. Yeah, I got to say that in the weather, it's absolutely, oh my gosh, now I'm going to shut my curtains there. Oh dear, that's not the kind of negativity I want to see in my life. Right then, So let's just take a moment to step back then. So the drivers that came to the pits under the safety car period then was Milan, who was on pole position. He's down to 9th position now. Leo Cat, remember, his debut race here in gold, and he is really creating waves, isn't he, here tonight? Troy in 11th position now. Pisa 12th, Jonathan 13th, German in 14th position. Now we've got a safety car out here tonight at the moment, as the drama's really reached a boiling point, doesn't it? Donovan Dunn is currently in 8th position now. Adam in 7th position now. 6 up toe tires, hard tires over for Donovan Dunn. He's trying to get to the end, I would say, from there. So we've also got Carbone, 8 lap tires as well. And there's a lot of it's a complete change here at the moment, but it's Mr. Elite driving in with a bit unexpectedly, is he, in the Grand Prix? Fantastic 17th. Then Nigel, who had a strong race at Monaco, didn't he? Got a bit too I think he got a bit too overzealous near the end there, didn't he? Which may have cost him a couple positions there as he damaged his wing, I think, in Monaco. But here tonight, then, let's see what he can do. And he's got younger tyres than Mr. Elite. He can get past Mr. Elite quite quickly and pull away and do some qualifying laps. Nigel might be in the box seats. He, of course, won a Grand Prix in silver in the Belgian Grand Prix last season. He last race to win in gold was back in season 3 of the Belgian Grand Prix. Oh, goodness me. And umpteen races to go there for Nigel. But remember, he is a former world champion, isn't he, Nigel? Is there, and of course he knows how to drive these cars, doesn't he? And he's really come back to his very best, hasn't he? After the struggles of season 4 in gold. Then, so safety cars out at the moment. Then hopefully it'll be in at the end of this. Lovely shot here from the castle section as well. And hope we haven't seen anyone apart from Percy there, who was judged by the FIA to park in a dangerous location. We haven't no one else had submissions there over the course of the race. Then. So Sloth out of the race, Murphy out of the race as well, Emerson out of the race, Chaz, Souls and Percy all out of the Grand Prix. 6 cars are retired then, 14 are left in this race, and we ain't even at half distance. This is quite a race. This is a higher race of attrition here tonight, isn't it? And of course we was expecting a drama, weren't we, in these 2 events of Monaco and Azerbaijan. And are you through we've got to throw safety cars in there. We're going to throw Canada into that as well, because Canada can be an absolute brutal track as well. But yeah, definitely these are 2 street circuits of Baku and Monaco. Usually it's 7 and 8. Last season it was round 7 and 8, wasn't it? This season is 3 and 4, so it's a lot earlier in the championship then. And this could be, and that could be crucial, can it, about the outcome of this World Championship. So safety car restart, and it's completely different leaders, is it now? And Mr. Elite, and when is he going to bolt them? When is he going to go? And look at the weaving of tyres head. The tyres are just going to be getting cooler and cooler, aren't they? So there's going to be a lot of hard weaving, isn't there? As I think Mr. Elite has gone. He has gone, you know. I've got some rubbish camera angles there, but let's just go on board there with Mr. Elite then. As he's now going to, is he going to have a look there? Nigel's gone on the outside then. He is on the outside. It's Mr. Elite that's going to fight there, running him out of road slightly there. And Mr. Elite there. So we've got Siege in third position. Well, both Alpines are very high at the moment. As Tango is up into 5th position there, 4th position, I should say. There's a Red Bull being hung out to dry there. As Milan, as Dynamo Down has dropped out of competition. Milan, Troy and Leo Cat have all got past at the moment. Nigel's going for it. He's going for it. He's having a look there, but Mr. Elite is not yielding at the moment, is it? Nigel knows he needs to make hay. Whilst the quicker drivers are coming back through the field there, but he hasn't been able to do so just yet. Siege said in third position at the moment. So let's see what Siege can do there. And just now back on board with Nigel at the moment. As we've got Adam then, who's right underneath the gearbox then of Cartboy, as German has got past Jonathan. Jonathan's dropped to the back of the field then. We have also got Troy, who's having a look at Leo Cat at the moment, but no dice then as we go into the pesky turn 6. That's who is that? That's Cartboy and Liam, yeah, getting side by side in turn 6, and that's unusual, isn't it? Oh my goodness me, and Cartboy has had a major clout with the barrier there. As Adam been involved as well then. I think that he might have had damage there. Jonathan's got past German again then, and now we got Cartboy, who's limping. He's limping now as the Cartboy as we fly past me as well. Look at these cars, they're all over the show here. Oh my goodness me. And now we go into turn 15. Oh goodness gracious me. And accelerated now then. Milan then is 2/10 of a second away. No DRS just yet as we're entering lap 13 of the Grand Prix. And look at this, and he's tailgating at the yellow flag. Oh, Nigel's off the circuit. Oh my goodness me. He's pointing the wrong way. It's a safety car again. Nigel's out of the Grand Prix. Oh my word there. And into the pits there comes Mr. Oh no, the 2 Alpine cars have got the same idea. Liam, yeah, is going to be leading the Grand Prix. That's another car in the background in the pits as well. Leo Cat is in the pits. Wow, I'm not sure why is Leo Cat in the pits then. There must be damage there. There must be damage there. Just take a look at Tango in the pits. And Mr. Lee has been serviced, and Siege is now in the pits as well. Troy in the, he's got damage. Troy has as well. Oh my goodness me. As Leo Cat then is now onto the medium compound tyres. Milan has stayed out there. Unfortunately, I don't think this is what... Oh, Troy has done 5 laps on those tyres, and he's got new tyres at all. Pease has also had damage as well, I think. Then Carboy going down the pits. Dynamo Dan also down in 13th position there. Anyway, so Liam, leads the Grand Prix. He's got very old tyres now, hasn't he, on that McLaren? The debutant Adam is now in the 2nd position. Magnificent performance there. He's saying that this league is too fast for him. Well, my goodness me. Well, he's in 2nd position about there, so my goodness me, he's having a great debut, isn't he, there? And this is a race where he needs to keep out of trouble. So this is much better now for Milan then. So can Milan there? Can he get his first Grand Prix win in ALR here tonight then? Well, it's looking good, isn't it? Jonathan hasn't won a race since the Hungarian Grand Prix in season 2, I think, and goodness me, he's got an opportunity as well. He's had a nightmare start to this season, but he is he's looking strong. He hasn't got any points yet either, has he, the Aston Martin driver? But this is a golden opportunity tonight then for Jonathan. He just needs to keep it clean and precise, doesn't he? And he will be very much back in here. German now is back up into 2nd position as well. Mr. Elite now is in a very strong 6th position on fresh medium tyres. Half distance here in the Grand Prix. Hopefully it's a short safety car. I'd love the safety car to come in at the end of the lap then. So I think this will be our 3rd safety car now in this Grand Prix. We had no safety cars at all in the Monaco Grand Prix. Now all of a sudden we got 3. Hopefully the safety car will be back in. I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, my hairs, my eyes, everything that the safety car come back in, but I don't think it's going to, because we ran out the message, have we? But everyone has lined up behind the safety car. So Liam hasn't come in the pits, and the other drivers didn't come in the pits in this stage of the safety car was Adam, Milan, Jonathan and German. Everyone else has come in the pits, and I wonder if Troy might come in the pits actually, because let's see if we can get some fresh tyres on the go. Those are medium tyres you can get to the end with. They've done 5 laps already on those tyres. As Sir Price saying, turning into a great debut there for Adam. Then it seems like this race is reserved for the safety car. It does at the moment, doesn't it? We've I think the Burnt Milander's done about the same amount of racing laps as the drivers out there. Goodness me, we usually say that in the wet race, don't we, have Formula 1? But well, here tonight is that Troy's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh goodness me, there Troy now is going to be kicking himself into the Silver World Champion. He comes into the pits there. I throw it on the the hard compound tyres before coming back out of the garage. And Carboy is now on the medium tyres as well. It looks like that those 2 drivers haven't got any fresh tyres left, then have they? Well, medium fresh tyres anyway, because Troy has got fresh hard tyres there, but I don't think he's got any fresh mediums there, has he? As Becca's asked him, when was the last time that Emerson had a DNF then? It must have been a long time ago. Let me get up the old scrapbook here, because this I think it was a very long time ago indeed then that Emerson had a DNF then. It wasn't last season, was it there? Because he finished every single Grand Prix of ALR, so I think it was season 4, wasn't it? Wasn't it Belgium? I think it was Belgium, if I'm not very much mistaken, of season 4. Let me refer to my old spreadsheet then from previous years then as well. He had 6 DNFs in the season 4, but it was the It was the Japanese Grand Prix, wasn't it, there, where he was taken out before he even got to turn 1 there. So that was the last time that Emerson retired from race there. Serious was saying Sloth hit him, I think. Then Serious was no, that was Dan hit him. Sorry, oh gosh. I think Sloth hit Murphy there in turn 3. Turn 4. No, turn 3. It is turn 3, isn't it? Unfortunately, German hit the. Emerson at turn 1, unfortunately, then they sent him to a spin, which was such a shame now for Emerson. Unfortunately, he was just in the firing line as well. Emerson's also confirmed it was the Japanese Grand Prix 2 seasons ago. Yes, indeed. Then go down into turn 1, unfortunately, wasn't it there? And of course, I think that was Emerson's worst season in terms of DNFs, wasn't it there? He had 6 DNFs that season, right then. But I feel a lot of them were technical gremlins there. I think that there was two where he was involved in incidents. Right then, let's get back going, shall we? Liam leads the Grand Prix. He's had technical gremlins himself, hasn't he, tonight there, where he's trying to get past 150 miles an hour. Hopefully he can this time, or it's going to be swallowed up. Let's find out then. So here we go then, and we're going to be back racing in just a few moments, and now we're go again. Look at the slipstream now. I think there's 4 cars like so close together. There's Pease is involved there. It is Pease involved there, and they're coming down now. And who is that flying up? It's Tango who's going on the inside then, and goodness me, it does take 2 to Tango there. Tango's on the inside now. Is he going to be? He is on the inside there. Pease does have the advantage now, and he does. And so it's all about status quo there, wasn't it? And that McLaren of German there right underneath the gearbox of Jonathan now. He's now alongside Jonathan, but Jonathan is too far up the road there. So at the moment, Jonathan keeps his fourth position, but so German really wants to get past Jonathan as quickly as possible because he has a chance to win this Grand Prix today. I'd say all 13 drivers out there at the moment has a chance to win the Grand Prix. 11 laps to go in this one. I have no earthly idea what's going to happen in this one. This is cracking the stuff, isn't it? But there's incidents galore all over the show here, isn't there, in Baku? But what do you expect then? Of course, this is a very much a brutal race indeed. And Milan then, who still hasn't got by Adam there yet, has he? Oh, Jonathan there is well out of shape there, and Gerber's been forced wide, and that is going to allow Mr. Elite to go alongside. I'm closing my eyes. This is not going to turn Mr. Elite there on the back out there. I think that was quite wise there for Mr. Elite. And look, Leo Kaz on the outside as well as we go into turn number 15. There's no corner names on this yet, is there? But I think there will be by the sooner or later, won't there? With the action that happens here. Troy's out of the Grand Prix. He's crashed majorly in turn 15. It's another safety car. It's 4 safety cars now in this race, and my word there. Oh gosh, so now what's Liam going to do? I think Liam's going to have to coat the pits. He's going to have to box now, isn't he? I think the Mercedes driver, and he is coming into the pits there, but Adam is going to be leading the Grand Prix. Milan is also in the pits as well, so Milan is coming into the pits, and he feels then that the hard tires is not the right strategy now, is it? So he's coming into the pits then, and let's see then what the pole sitter can do. And this is a crazy race at the moment. And Cam Milan there, who's been so quick in the free qualifying sessions up to this event, and he's also been quick in the practice session as well. Can he now ride the storm and come back out? Oh no, the Haas! Oh, it's okay. So he's out behind Liam. Yeah, then. So I thought he was being left behind there, but it's okay. It's okay. Now then, as we now back out onto the track, then Mr. Elite down in 11th position. He's done soft tyres, Mr. Elite has, and so he's done with done. That's going to be a stretch, I think, with 10 laps to go in this race. So we've got an Aston Martin 1-2 now, and it is the debutant Adam who leads the Grand Prix. 4 safety cars so far. It's a crazy event here in Golden ever. What do you expect? My goodness me then. As we are now then just behind the safety car, 12 cars left then. Everyone is coming to the pits, and well, everyone's coming to the pits at least once, and I think we've had a lot of stops in this race. So we've had 3 stops then for the race leader Adam at the moment. 2 stops for Jonathan, for German, 1 stop for Siege at the moment. They're keeping it clean and tidy. Pease has had 3 stops, Carboy's had 3 stops as well, and so had Dynamo Dan then. I must say, I don't think the soft tire is going to go to the end. How much did that Serious Merch said? I'll go soft then, as he was, I think in terms of the strategy calls then. So good stuff indeed then. I think they was trying to remember who Granty was. Goodness me, how can you forget Granty? The double world champion of ALR, of course, in Formula 1 2019. He was very much the cream of the crop, wasn't he? Emerson finished runner-up to Granty in those 2 seasons there, because Granty was pretty impressive on that game, to say the very least. Granty was, and Granty was runner-up in season 4, wasn't he? Of course, before calling it a day in ALR. Well, I don't think he finished runner-up in the end, did he? He dropped down the order slightly in the end then, which is a shame now for Granty, wasn't it? There, of course, a multiple Grand Prix winner. I think he's got 13 Grand Prix wins in his career in ALR. Right then, as no safety cars out yet, the safety car's not coming in just yet. Bernd Mailander is very much working overtime for him, going AFK in the Monaco Grand Prix, but the 2 Aston Martins will lead the race at the moment then, as Leo Cat has just got past the German there, or if they swap position then, I'm not too sure, but now German's back in front then, as yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Of course, there's a glitch on this game, which I found out quite nicely on Thursday. That sometimes you're able to overtake on the safety car, which is very naughty of me. But there we go. But of course, do as I say, do as I do. Of course, I don't condone that action, but I would. But I did it, and I even tried to stay in front as well. But there you go. I'm not a very nice racer, but that's probably because I'm just quite desperate. Right then, so hopefully the safety car will be at the end of this lap. Then I've been saying that for quite a long time in this Grand Prix, because we have talked a lot about behind the safety car. I mean, 8 cars out of the race then, 12 cars remain then. It is Adam who leads the Grand Prix on his debut. He's done 11 laps on these medium tyres. He's going to get to the end of the Grand Prix on these medium tyres. I got to say, that is quite a stretch, isn't it? Jonathan is in 2nd position there. 3rd position is German. Leo Cat in 4th position, but he's got fresh tyres there. 5th position is Siege. He's also got fresh tyres as well. Pease has got Oda set set of tires. Tango's got fresh tires. Cardboy has as well. Liam and Milan have got brand new fresh tires there on the medium set, so they're going to be quite quick. The soft tires of Mystery and Dynamite Dan going to the back of the field. Then I'm not sure if those soft tires get to the end. Serious Mushroom reckons they will though. So yes, Serious Mushroom knows a lot more than me, and he said he would go soft then. So yep, I think that is the best way to go. Soft tires to the end then, but we'll find out. So then, lap 17, then hopefully the safety car will be in, then we're into the last half of the Grand Prix now, haven't we? So we've got about 9 laps to go in this race, then we've got 9 laps, 12 cars, and 12 drivers are battling to become a Grand Prix winner here in Baku. And it's been a crazy, crazy Grand Prix. It really has, hasn't it there? It's, I think, a lot more crazier than Monaco a week ago, then. It's very straightforward for the race leader, but today it's been anything but then, hasn't it? Safety cars at the end of this lap then, and Berman is going to drive off there. So how is the rookie? How is Adam then going to do this restart then? Let's find out then, shall we then? Of course, he's a rookie in ALR terms, but is he a rookie in terms of league racing? I don't think he is then. So he has looked very calm and composed up to this moment, and he knows exactly what he wants done in this Grand Prix as well. Of course, you cannot be a bad racer driver and lead a ALR event, can you? So yes, indeed then. So Adam doing a very good job then. So when is he going to go though? That is the question as well. Let's see then. Look at this. Now he's gone then. I think he has gone then. We're back racing once again here in Baku. Look at those 2 cars that are very close together. Peas and Siege there. And look at this. And there's 4 cars as well. And they're going down in pieces. Oh my goodness me. And they're going on the inside there as Jonathan takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and this is the first time in a long time that Jonathan is taking lead there, as Adam is dropping down the order there. Oh, is he going to get squeezed into the bar? He's just about cancel out there. Good stuff indeed there. Oh gosh there, and now we've got a Williams car of Leo Cat running into the rear wing of Adam as well, and he's going to go on the outside to turn 3. He's braking so much there. Those are the soft tires. Oh no, Leo Cat's been hit into the wall. Oh my goodness me, is he got damage there, Leo Cat? There's a slight brush there, but I think he might be okay. He might be okay. Liam, yeah, is also got past Siege as well and moved up into 8th position as well, and there they go. Look at them, they're scrambling all over Adam. Unfortunately not coming in the pits there. It's really hurting him now as he's done 12 laps on the medium tires there, and he's dropping like a stone as he's had to go very wide there, and there's another car gone through as well as Cardboy is now in his 6th position there. Unfortunately then Adam dropping down the order like a stone in this race now, and we got Siege who's dropped down a good position as well. I think Siege was caught out of position there, wasn't he? He's down in 8th position there. Milan, the pole sitter, on board with him now. Gurman and Jonathan are about 2 seconds in front of Leo Cat, who's dropped back. Hopefully Leo Cat hasn't got damage on board. Milan, is he going to have a look then? Down into turn 15, not quite, as the 2 soft runners are not making hay as much as I thought they would on this opening lap there. Gurman is now very close to the back of Jonathan as well. He is gaining, and Gurman is Gurman, I think, is going for his 5th or 6th Grand Prix win. I'll have a look in a minute, and there he comes, and he is steaming through. No DOS, but Gurman is going to take the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And look at this, and they're going wheel to wheel. Jonathan is not giving up the British Italian driver wheel to wheel down into turn 1, and Jonathan still keeps the lead. Has he gone in too deep? No, that is inch perfect there for Jonathan. Pease is in 4th position now as well. Cardboy in 6th then as my word then. And Leo Cato is on fresh tires, so he's now got the gap to under a second. Gurman now needs to really get by, doesn't he, Jonathan, if he wants to win this Grand Prix? Can Leo Cat win silver in Monaco and then win a gold race in Baku? My goodness me, that's fantastic, isn't it? And Gurman now all over the back of the motor. Jonathan, at this moment in time, Gurman will lead the World Drivers' Championship in gold then if it stays the same. I don't think it will stay the same then, because this has been a very action-packed Grand Prix as well. Milan is still down in 9th position at the moment there, so Milan has not made much progress. And Liam, is trying to get past Adam at the moment, but they are struggling, aren't they? As Adam has now found those tires, hasn't he? And he's found the groove, and he's getting back. He's getting back in there, he's getting back on it now, isn't he? Jonathan then is still leading this race, and he's done a very good job to propel the attack. And Adam is out of the race then at the top of it. There's a safety car again then. There's 5 safety cars in this race. And my goodness me. And well, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's been absolutely incredible stuff then. Absolutely mega stuff then, as Becca is leaving Love Island to watch this for a bit. My goodness me, it's too dramatic. It is, isn't it? Dynamo Dan has got a drive-through penalty there for speeding on the safety car. That is going to ruin his chance there. So Jonathan is in the pits. Gurman's in the pits as well. No, Gurman's staying out there. Leo Cat is in the pits. So Peace in the pits as well. And everyone is out steaming into the pits. And Gurman is to kept the lead there with Carboy in second. And Liam is now with a third position with Siege is in fourth. This is an incredible Grand Prix. Serge Rusham saying he really wants Stone to win, but he doesn't want to say who. And of course, I'm not sure who Serge Rusham really wants to win there. But at the same time, I think that anyone who wins this Grand Prix tonight would absolutely have earned it. If we finish how we got the drivers at the moment, and there will only be one driver not getting a point, and that will be, and at the moment that's Dynamo Dan. Dynamo Dan's also got a drive through penalty as well for his troubles there. The top four have not stopped there. Jonathan is now out on those soft tyres there. Mr. Elite is now onto the medium tyres there. Mr. Elite is. So he might struggle a bit there to keep up to pace. And so we got over half the field now on soft tyres. And so now this is going to get very interesting. And the rain is still belting down outside there as well. My word there. I do feel nice and cozy though when the rain's like tapping on the window there. I really do. It's I'm not sure what they call it there, but it just relaxes you, doesn't it? Where you just hear the rain there. Anyway, well, I'm just trying to get relaxed anyway as much as possible because this has been a crazy race there. As we got random sparks on the barrier there, but we had the same random spark in the Nouvelle Chicane, didn't we, in Monaco? On board Gurman then at this moment in time, now he's 14 points behind the world championship leader Emerson. He will take the lead of the world championship as it stands, and Emerson has got Neil Poir tonight, hasn't he? After he's out of the race, and both Ferraris out of the Grand Prix as well, which is going to hurt their constructors' position there. There's only one McLaren in this race there. There is only one Alpha Tauri in this race. There's two Mercedes out. That is crucial. There's also two Alpine cars as well, two Haas cars. So those teams are going to be happy with that, aren't they? So Ferrari are getting no points at the moment. Red Bull are getting no points either. So that is going to be crucial in the Constructors World Championship. Jonathan is loving this. He is saying in the comments there. Good stuff indeed there, Jonathan. Very much. I think this is the first race he's really enjoyed in a very long time. And the British Italian driver is currently in fifth on the fifth in the classification then. We're going to get a safety car for one more lap then, and then we'll be back racing once again for hopefully the 5 laps then towards the end. And unfortunately, Adam is the latest retirement out of the Grand Prix. He did well on his debut there, led on his debut as well. Very reminiscent there to Marcus Winkelhock back in the European Grand Prix in 2007 when he was driving the Spiker, was it? They had so many names, didn't they? They had the Midland, then they had Spiker, and then they went to Force India, didn't they? So they kept changing their names more than I was changing my hair colour back then, goodness me. But yes, and Marcus Winkelhock, one and only Grand Prix he participated in from when he led the Grand Prix as well, where he boxed for the wet weather tyres, and he would absolutely bucketed it down with rain, didn't it? And everyone was falling off the circuit in turn 1, weren't they? In the Nürburgring in the European Grand Prix in 2007. Now, absolutely incredible race as well. So don't order the batterfish off Emma tonight. It will be battered then. Oh my word! There, as Serge Rusham there, throwing out the banter there, throwing out the fire. As unfortunately, I don't think Emerson is going to be. It's going to be too. I think he might chuckle at that one, but I think that he is going to be very much sat in a darkened room at the moment now, and just pondering his thoughts and his knee. As he is going to be a very unhappy chap there. As I think Gurman there went to the back of him there, didn't he? And then I can't remember who finished him off there for Emerson, but that was very unfortunate. Wasn't there for Emerson, just like happened in Spain as well. So Emerson is going to lose the lead in the World Championship. Then there is so who is going to win this Grand Prix? Remember, Carboy and Liam have never won a Grand Prix in their gold career, as Jonathan hasn't won a Grand Prix since season 2 of Hungary. Leo Cat won a silver race just over a week ago. Pease has won 4 Grand Prix to his name. Tango has now won a Grand Prix. Mr. Elite has now won a Grand Prix. Milan has now won a Grand Prix. Dynamo Dan has now won a Grand Prix either. Only 3 drivers left in the Grand Prix has ever won a race in the gold category. We're hoping for those lights to come off. They have come off now. We're going to be green in Azerbaijan for one more time, hopefully. And we're going to see who's going to win. Nigel's left for session there as he was out of the race, and unfortunately Nigel was there. I think that Nigel, it's very difficult to say, isn't it, there, who would be doing what then with if they didn't crash out, because it's got to say, but I think they wonder if Nigel, if he's in this race, then he'll be very much in the box seats then. But it's very difficult to say, isn't it? So Tango's left possession now. Oh no, Tango has left possession now, and that is going to be painful there for Tango. Oh no, is that Tango there is going to be absolutely wounded. Now we're back racing once again. Then to German leads in second position. It's Carter with third. It's Liam Siege in fourth position there, and Tango's going to be dropping like a stone now, isn't he? Yes, he's dropped down his 10th position. He's dropped down to 11th because his AI has decided to box him as well. So I don't even know what the AI was trying to do there, but it's really ruined that. And look at this, Mr. Elite there, unfortunately, is on the medium tire. He's done 4 laps on the medium. What is going on here? Goodness gracious me, and Leo Cat very much in the thick of things. Now Jonathan there, who's in 5th position there, but Leo Cat is all over the back of that Aston Martin driver like a rash. So Tango's back in the session, but he's going to be feeling very unhappy with the AI there. Has pitted him and thrown on the medium tires, and so Tango is oh goodness me, he has been robbed in this one, hasn't he? Tango has Dynamo Dan, who has a drive-through penalty there. I don't think he's going to be able to finish in front of Tango. Then is 4 laps to go in this race, and on board with Peace at the moment. Milan, who's down in 8th position there, and Milan is he's been a victim of circumstance, hasn't he, tonight? Then as it's not been Milan's fault, as he's drove a superb racer, but it's just been a crazy one, hasn't it? And now Jonathan is up in the 4th position, and it's a golden opportunity now for Jonathan. He's now in the 4th, and next target is Liam Yates. So 5 laps on the medium tires. There's 9 laps from Cardboy, 11 laps from German as well. This is going to get very interesting indeed. Then with just a handful of laps to go. And look at this, and Pease on the inside. He's out of luck there. Oh, Pease there is forcing his way through. He forced the issue there. And now Milan is also striking now. What's iron top then? And he's up the inside as well. And Milan is having his 7th position there. And yes, indeed. Then so Leo Cat just dropping down to 8th position in the Williams Cardinal. And Tango's left possession. And there's major problems for Tango tonight now. What a shame there for Tango. Absolute heartbreak for the Haas car. And look at the slipstreaming going on here. As oh goodness me then. And oh my goodness gracious me, Gurman set the fast up of the race, and now got my time and speed back up there. And it is where's Leo Cat? Leo Cat is on the inside. Pease is at the inside of Siege as well. That's a great maneuver there from Leo Cat. Simon at the inside there very positively as well. And now Leo Cat defending from Milan. Then Jonathan is 2/10 second away. No DRS just yet. Dynamo Dan is serving his drive-through penalty. As serving his drive-through penalty. Continuing to get out in front of him. I don't think he is, you know. As now Leo Cat on the inside there. That's a oh goodness me, and Milan's taking face of action there as they're banging wheel Siege and Leo Cat. Oh goodness me, the 2 reserves there, and then Milan they're almost getting caught up in it as well, but Milan, that is going good for Milan, and he's on the outside. Has he got it? He has got it. He's up in the 6th position, Milan, as he gets past Siege and Leo Cat there. Oh dear, Leo Cat there is Leo Cat there, oh my goodness, we just had a lunch, didn't he? I think he got a bit too impatient there, Leo Cat did, and that is a brutal, that's a shame there. On board with the nose cone now of Leo Cat as he is squirreling around there slightly. Pease is now in the 5th position, and there he is, and he is now coming at Jonathan. Jonathan is going to be feeling the pressure. He needs to make it. He needs to make this a move stick quite quickly. Gurman leads with 4 laps to go in this race then, as we're going down into turn 15 there. Pease is all over the back window, and can Pease recover from an appalling qualifying mistake there to maybe on the podium, or better still, win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That's a big statement for me to make there with 4 laps to go. I know, it's too much, isn't it? And now Pease is all over the back. He doesn't want to lose any downforce on this car. And look at this, and it's their wheel to wheel. They're going across the line as well. And Pease has the inside. Can Jonathan brake later? But Pease is going through like a freight train. DRS is now enabled. Lap 24 and 25. Pease has the fast up of the race. He's up the inside. And Pease is up in the 4th finish there behind his teammate now. Is he going to get help from he's going to get out from Liam Yeh, who Liam Yeh is on the medium tires there, but look at this, and Liam Yeh is all over the back of Carboy still on the lap side, and now is Liam Yeh, is he letting through? He's not letting through, but Carboy, that's going to be free abreast of the turn 2. This ain't going to go too well, and look, Pease is on the outside, Pease has taken 2nd position, my goodness, oh, Liam Yeh is on the car, oh, Carboy is in the wall, as Liam Yeh came from a day late and $1 short there, and Carboy is going to be furious at that, and Jonathan is now is now in 4th position as well. Pease is Carboy out of the Grand Prix. Oh, Carboy there is out of the Grand Prix. He's going to be absolutely, he's going to be furious, isn't he, with that then? Pease has got a 2-second gap between himself and Gurman. That is the gap from himself and winning the Grand Prix today. Pease going for his 5th Grand Prix win of his career in this race. And Leo Cat is out of the race. Leo Cat is gone as well. And my goodness me, and is there going to be anyone left in this race? And Leo Cat is going to be guaranteed points though, so that's not too bad at all. And Dynamo Dan there is Well, for the second race in a row, they're getting some good points then. Milan then, who's now right underneath the gearbox of Jonathan. Now Jonathan is dropping back in, and Jonathan also is guaranteed points as well on his first point of the season now for Jonathan. Good stuff indeed there. Milano's all over the back end, so Milan there, I gotta say, Milan as on the whole of the event, and he's really been absolutely incredible, hasn't he? Siege, I'm not sure that there's a yellow flag in the background there for some reason. As Jonathan jumped down into fifth position there. I think on the overall event here tonight, then Milan has been fantastic. He's been a victim of circumstance, I feel, really with Milan, because I do feel he's been the quickest out of everyone in this event tonight then. But unfortunately, safety cards has really thrown the strategy into disrepute, hasn't it? Incredible stuff indeed then. It's absolutely incredible. Pease is now up into second position, and he's a second and a half away from German with 2 laps to go. Milan has sent it, he's through, and he's over to fourth position there, and Jonathan is sent it to a contact. Jonathan is sent it there, and I think he's made a big mistake there. Mr. Lee is back up in the fifth position there. Siege is up in the sixth. Jonathan down into seventh, and he's going to be kicking himself for that one. As I think the door is always going to be closed in there. 14 laps then on the Jonathan's back up. Oh, Pease there, almost losing it there. Pease is pushing, isn't he? And oh, he's into, I think he's clouted the castle wall there. Pease has physical damage on that Mercedes. Oh, German there, leading the Grand Prix at the moment, and that might be music to German's ears then, as Pease was on a quicker tyre, wasn't he? Oh, my word, that German going for a 6th Grand Prix win of his career in ALR Gold. And of course, he's got multiple Grand Prix wins in silver and bronze, hasn't he? But this will be a 6th win in gold tonight then. Liam, is now dropping back to one. DRS is now unable, but it's not going to impact anyone on this lap, as it's not going to impact anyone on this lap then, because no one's in DRS range. I think Pease has damage there. I think he has damage there, and that might have cost him the Grand Prix win then. Here on board with German then. So 9 cars are about to finish this Grand Prix. Over half the field have DNF'd in this one. It feels like the old 1990 races, doesn't it? Where we seem to have a lot of retirements that we used to have. Over 10, didn't we, a race then on average? Well, tonight then we've had 11 race DNF finishes, DNFers tonight. Oh my word there. German there is on the final lap then here in this race then as well. Those are our top 3: German, Pease and Milan then. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed, and Liam in a very solid 4th position. He might be driver of the day actually. 5th position there, in between him and Milan there. Mr. Lee in a very solid 5th position. Jonathan is in 6th position, getting his first points of the season there. Siege 7th, Dynamo Dan getting more points there in the Red Bull. Good stuff indeed there for Dynamo Dan. 2 races and 2 point scoring finishes. And Tango, who's down in 9th position as well, as the AI decided to pit him for some unknown reason there, but there we go. And now we're on the final lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. I'm a week ahead of myself. Final lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and what an action-packed race it has been. Then there has been drama after drama. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed. Then is Diego, of course, a former ALR Gold driver, saying that he might see Pease and Milan there have a scrap below. I think, as Becca said, that I think that it's going to be too late now, as Pease is limping home then. And here is German there as he's out of turn 16. That's the final proper. Oh, is that Pease almost going right off the track there? But German there is going to go for his 6th Grand Prix win of his career in ALR Gold. And absolutely fantastic stuff for German. And I think, if I'm not very much mistaken, he will be leading the World Championship then. German out of the final turn then, and German wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and he leads the World Championship. German wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, his 6th Grand Prix win of his career. Oh, magical stuff indeed then. And I think that's his first Grand Prix win of the season, if I'm not very much mistaken. I am very much mistaken. It's his 2nd Grand Prix win of the season then. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed there for German. Oh my word there. And there he is then. He is going to be overjoyed with this result then, as yes, he might be. Of course, there's going to be some controversy about the incident in turn 1 between himself and Emerson there, but as Pease gets driver of the day, then no argument free there. That would have been a cracking drive for Pease to go from 15th on the grid there to win the Grand Prix there, but he was close but no cigar there. I think he damaged his wing under the castle there. Milan, so very unlucky today, because I think that he had the performance and the pace to win this one, as it showed in qualifying earlier on then. Whew. Well, Well, I got to say that was if you want a nice relaxing Sunday, this is definitely not the definitely not the this is definitely not the race to watch, is it? My goodness me, Jonathan. P5 feels like a victory for me. Press F for Cardboy, and Cardboy unfortunately had issues there with Liam right at the end as well. So Jonathan very happy getting his first points of the season. German gets his second Grand Prix win of the season as well. So he's the first driver to win 2 Grand Prix this season in gold. Then that's his 6th Grand Prix win of his career as well in gold. Fantastic stuff. And he also takes the lead in the World Championship then. German there from 5th on the grid there to win this race then. Pease from 15th to 2nd also gets fast up as well. Hats off to Pease. Great stuff today. 3rd position was Melanian, and from pole position there, Bunyan finished 3rd. He'd be disappointed that because I feel he had the pace tonight. Mr. Elite in 4th position, a strong drive from Mr. Elite then. 5th position was Jonathan, as he said, then that felt like a victory to him. That's Jonathan's first points of the season. Liam in 6th position. 7th position is Siege. Strong drive for Siege there. Dynamo Dan in the points once again. 8th position. Strong performance there. Tango in 9th, and he was robbed after technical gremlins there. 10th position, Leo Cat also getting points on his debut as well, but unfortunately had a DNF right at the end then. Other DNFs includes Cardboy, Adam, Troyore, so that's a player. Troye, Nigel, Sloth, Murphy, Emerson, Percy, Chaza, and Lost Souls, unfortunately, all retired there from this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And now I've got in the podium with me right now is our three podium sitters of German, Pease, and Milan. German, you've taken the lead in the World Championship. That's your 6th Grand Prix win of the season. 6th Grand Prix win of your career. Your 6th Grand Prix win of the career. Your 2nd Grand Prix win of the season. And wow, how do you feel about that one?
The strat right, I think, just went on to mediums when everyone stayed out on hards, and it paid off really.
Incredible stuff indeed. That also we must talk about the incident with yourself and Emerson. Then was it just the cold brakes? Was it?
Could be part of that, and I couldn't really see my braking zone because I used the curb on the entry to turn 1, and because Sloth was blocking that view of the curb, I just tried to brake where I thought it was, and it turned out to be a bit late. That's all.
But on the positive note, and this is your 2nd Grand Prix win of the season, you're taking the lead in the World Championship then. So how does your tack change then going into Canada?
Nah, Canada, a track I like, and the track you can overtake. So yeah, just feel really good on the games. It's early days yet though, it's long season ahead.
Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed then. With all those safety cars, how difficult was it to judge then? Because in the last safety car, you decided not to come in the pit set. Was you just doing what people were doing around you, or was that always going to be a part of your game plan?
I just felt like it was quite a few cars probably going to stay out, and I had to get through all these cars, and now they get past Jonathan as well. I thought my best chance is just staying out, and yeah, I didn't really want to be behind cars into the castle because it didn't end well earlier. So yeah. That's my thought process.
Absolutely brilliant stuff. Well done, German. You're leading the World Championship, going into Canada. Fantastic stuff. Let's come to Pease, who's 2nd today. Pease, you was very unlucky in the qualifying session there. Unfortunately, that castle section seems to be a cause of concern for you. But the race today, you really put that one to the back of your mind there. From 15th to 2nd, driver today, and fastest up as well. Almost a full house.
Yeah, that race was full of ups and downs. I got damage on lap 2 from Tango spinning in front of me. There's nothing any of us could have done, so I can't blame anyone. Then I got damage again when our first safety car restart because there was a pile up in the castle. 2nd safety car restart, I got damage again from another pile up of slower cars. So, and then I get in a position to have to overtake people to get back. It was just up and down. It was a fun race, but I feel like I bottled it in the end because in the end I didn't get over the castle because second to last lap I hit it, lost my wing, and wasn't able to catch German in the end.
Do you think, we said not on stream unfortunately, did you think how much damage was done to your wing then? Because it didn't look visible on stream, but these wings are so delicate, and when you do get a bit of damage, it's it's very understeery. Was there a lot of damage to the front wing?
It was only the right end plate. It was like yellow/light green, but it felt horrible. But the fact that I still managed to gain time on German the last lap, it felt like I lost an opportunity here. But I'll take it 2nd. 19 points, still good. Better than nothing.
It is indeed. And of course, I was saying on the stream that you've had a bit of a rough start to the season. You've scored in every single race so far, but you haven't really maximised the opportunities. Is that fair?
Very. I mean, I didn't even score in the first two, to be fair. The first, Bahrain, spun on my own. Just didn't have a fun race. Spain, there was an incident, but it was a racing, so nothing else could have happened there. I was unlucky in the second race, but I feel like I'm finding my feet now. Time to start the charge.
Well done today, Pease. Fantastic stuff indeed. Then good on your second round and driver of the day as well. Brilliant stuff. And let's come to Milan in third. Then Milan, I must say, in this, I was saying that you're probably one of the most unluckiest drivers in the whole of ALR because you were so quick in qualifying 1, 2, and 3, and you looked like you had control of the race as well. But then the safety cars came out and just muddled the waters for you. Talk us about your race.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Just really unlucky. German had amazing pace, and I just can't do anything about that. The first safety car actually screwed me over because I was walking away from Emerson. Well, I'd say not easy, but yeah, it was good. My pace was really good. And then at the end, well, you should have heard me in a party. It wasn't so nice being with me in a party, let's say.
Was that down to frustration because you knew that that this was a race where you could take the victory?
Well, yeah, I was definitely up for the win, but just the problem was I couldn't get passed by other guys because one was lagging a bit, and the others were going a little bit too slow through the castle section, which yeah, it is what it is. P3 is nice, so yeah, we'll see what it brings.
And just going back to the safety car periods as well, how difficult is it to choose what strategy to go on, when to come in and when to come out then? Because it felt to me like it was a bit of a lottery, but how difficult is it to like judge the right calls?
Yeah, well, it's very difficult. Yeah, maybe Zandvoort is a good explanation for it. A fault from me too. The safety car, just stayed out, while Emerson and Peace, I believe, were going in. And then this time I stayed on the hards while Peace and Gurman were going for the mediums, and that's just my fault.
No, a shame today, but you got your ninth pole of the season. Yeah, you was absolutely rapid around there, and I think it was a bit unfortunate there, Milan. But well done on your podium today, fantastic. And that is it then for gold tonight. My goodness me, there was nothing relaxing about that race, was there? Absolutely incredible stuff. We'll be back tomorrow night for silver action at 7:30 UK time then, as we start off the week strongly. Then, who is going to take victory around Azerbaijan? If anything's like today, then who knows? It's going to be anyone's Grand Prix.